The following is a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited.
Wetumpka Indians play right here. Welcome to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network and the RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty pregame show, sponsored in part by Collier Ford, Central Alabama Community College, RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Baptist Health and Baptist Ortho Now, the City of Wetumpka, Central Access, Russell Do-It Center, State Farm Agent Jackson Hagan, Wharf Casual Seafood, First Community Bank, Montgomery Fire Equipment Company, CAC Adult Learning, and Precision Floor Care.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network inside the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth. I'm Mitch Petrie, and folks, we've got an exciting one here tonight. The Indians will host the Chilton County Tigers in both boys and girls basketball, and it's also senior night. Surely what's shaping up to be a special night as these three seniors here on the girls team get ready to play their last game at home in front of this Indians crowd. Should be an exciting one. This is the RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty pregame show, and we are about to get underway. The Indians played the Marbury Tigers, they played the Chilton County Tigers back on December 5th. Girls picked up the win in that one, 58-22, and definitely hoping to see a similar result here tonight. Senior night presentations will get underway here shortly, but before we get to that, we'll take a quick break, jump into our starting lineups, and of course our keys to the game presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
When a sports injury has you sidelined, Baptist Ortho Now offers comprehensive orthopedic care with no appointment from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with board-certified specialists treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment. Baptist Ortho Now, getting you off the bench and back in the action. East Chase across from Target.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
When it comes to real estate in the River region, trust the team that puts you first. Chad Barrett, Beverly Wright, and Kathy Thornton. With experience, dedication, and a commitment to making every move smooth, they're here to guide you whether you're buying, selling, or investing. Together at RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, they're the names families across our community count on. Call today and let Chad, Beverly, or Kathy help with your next move.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. Whether it's the legendary Ford F-150 built to tackle any job, the bold and capable Ford Bronco built for the trails, or the versatile Bronco Sport perfect for every road trip, Collier Ford has the right ride for you. Proudly serving the River region since 1952. We're here to keep you on the road.
Let RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus help make your home buying or selling experience easy. Kathy Thornton, Chad Barrett, and Beverly Wright are your River Region real estate experts. RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, the official real estate partner of the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
And welcome back here to the RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty pre-game show. Just a few minutes away from tip-off in what looks to be an exciting matchup, of course, senior night, and I'm sure these Indians are fired up about it. But before we get into any of that, first, your keys to the game here, presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. First key to the game here tonight is going to be, like always, this Indians team plays some great defense, and of course, nothing is going better for them than we're coming out in that half-court press, sometimes even the full-court press, just really doing a great job of forcing turnovers, forcing steals, and it really helps contribute to their success so far this season. And, of course, other key to the game has got to be trust your bigs down low. Logan Banks, Queen Ballard, the two leading this team in scoring, and it's been a clinic for both of them every time they get the ball in the paint. And speaking more on the notion of Queen Ballard, she's only 20 points away here from getting 1,000 career points. Definitely a good chance to do that tonight, and if she doesn't get it tonight, look towards that last game of the season Friday when the Indians travel out to Prattville Christian Academy and the regular season finale out there. That will be an exciting one as well. Gavin Baxley will have the call for that game. Then, of course, getting into tonight, senior night, of course, and can't really talk about Queen Ballard without mentioning the other seniors on this team. Of course, you've got Charlisa Gibbs, spent all 4 years here as an Indian on this women's basketball team, and just talking to Coach Winchester earlier and just talked about how much Gibbs has just been a key contributor in the team culture, just always getting everybody fired up, really a leader of this team. And then, of course, Zaria Peak, one of the hardest playing players on this Indians team, and she is, every time she steps out on the floor, you know you're going to get some fantastic defense from Peak, and excited to see her possibly get a chance to show that tonight. Of course, it is just a few minutes away from tip-off. We'll be right back here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
We believe in doing things right the first time. That's the promise behind Finish Line Garage Floor Systems. Powered by Precision Floor Care, our custom garage floor systems are designed to be tough, stylish, and built for the long haul. With a team rooted right here in the community, we deliver quality you can count on. Finish Line Garage Floor Systems. Let them rest on the best. Visit FinishLineGarageFloors.com today.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trust in a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
It's never too late to take the next step. The Central Alabama Community College Adult Learning Program helps adults 18 and older earn their GED or even a high school diploma. You can also prepare for the workforce with short-term certificates in medical billing and coding, medical assisting, pharmacy technician, or hospitality and culinary. Flexible classes fit your schedule, and your future starts today. Visit cacc.edu/adult education or call 256-378-2017. CACC Adult Learning Program. Discover you.
Back here in Wetumpka, that buzzer just sounded, and we're just a few minutes away from tip-off. Lady Indians getting ready to take the floor here tonight. But before we get into any of that, it's time for the national anthem. Take a listen.
Gentlemen, now let's get ready to meet the starting lineups first for the Lady Tigers.
Now it is time for your starting lineups here, presented by First Community Bank. For the Tigers, it'll be a few different players getting the start. Number 5, Mackenzie Harrison. Number 11, Tanya Wyatt. Number 20, Maggie Harrelson. Number 24, Kennedy Duff. And number 32, Mary Porter Thornhill, bringing it home there for the Tigers. Tigers coming out in their black jerseys with blue lettering, blue numbers, adorned in white trim along the outside of those letters and numbers, and white trim along the sides and down through the shorts. Indians will come out tonight wearing their all-white uniforms with gold numbers, gold Lady Indians lettering on the front, and black trim along the sides there. Should be an exciting matchup. Indians come into this one having won their last 2 games after going on a little bit of a skid there, lost a couple of games, but Indians now have securely finished second in the region, so they will face off against the Percy Julian Phoenix for the 3rd time this season in hopes of going to the area championship, and they will play Stanhope Elmore, the school also hosting the area tournament on the girls matchup. This Chilton County team comes in with an 11-2 overall record and an 0-3 record in 6A Area 5 play, and should be an exciting one here tonight. Lady Indians being introduced right now, and your starting 5 presented by First Community Bank yet again, this time for the Lady Indians. It'll be the senior Zaria Peak, the senior Charlisa Gibbs, and the senior Queen Ballard starting things off here for the Indians, followed by Lexi Smith and Logan Banks rounding out the starting lineup here tonight. You can hear this Indians fan section starting to cheer as they get introduced. And here comes Queen Ballard, last lady to be introduced here tonight, and well, just a few moments away from tip-off here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
From Radio Alabama Sports, this is the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Wetumpka basketball is presented by Collier Ford. Come on to Collier Ford. Proudly serving the River region for nearly 75 years. Online at collierfordinc.com. RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus. Kathy Thornton, Chad Barrett, and Beverly Wright are your River region real estate experts. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success. Baptist Health, the official healthcare provider of the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Your health is our mission. Online at baptistfirst.org and the City of Wetumpka.
standing at the Wetumpka logo there in the middle of the court for the tip-off. It'll be Mackenzie Harrison and Logan Banks. Tigers will take the opening tip-off there and moving around now. Pass was tipped into the air but deflected over to Mary Porter Thornhill before it makes a couple of passes and back over her to her now. Kicking around the top of the arc and stepping inside for the Tigers, Maggie Harrelson with a long-range two. That one will not go down. Indians coming the other way. Zaria Peak with it now. Couple of passes now. They find Queen Ballard down low, and it'll be none other than the senior Queen Ballard trying to earn her way there to 1,000 points, and that will get it started in the right direction. Tigers now on the other end of the floor. A pass that was intended down low for Mackenzie Harrison, poked out of bounds there by Queen Ballard. Getting ready to get this thing going, it'll be Harrison. And a couple of passes now before it gets over to Harrelson. Driving down low, it was Tanya Wyatt, but she turned the ball over. Pass was taken right away, and they find Lexi Smith and transition. She goes right up for it, not able to connect on the bucket there, but she gets fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line for the first time here tonight. 7 minutes and 4 seconds expire with the time left in this first quarter. Foul there goes against Maggie Harrelson. First foul of the game, and Lexi Smith nails that first free throw and getting ready to shoot her second. Man, she moves rather quickly when she's at the free throw line. Cashes both of them, does Lexi Smith, extending this Indians lead 4-0. Tigers will have it on the other end of the floor now. The cross-court pass finds Maggie Harrelson, and they pass it down low to Kennedy Duff. Back up top there to Mary Porter Thornhill. Three, not going to go that time. Queen Ballard fights for the rebound, eventually corrals it, and a quick pass there to Lexi Smith. Smith driving down low and kicks it out and saved before going out of bounds. It was Zaria Peak, but unfortunately winds up in the hands of Tanya Wyatt. Wyatt's hustling now, but she'll kick it out over there on the far wing to Maggie Harrelson. Cross-court pass over to Thornhill. And back over to Harrelson, working around the outside. They find an open woman. Tanya Wyatt can't connect on the three, but an offensive board there by Mackenzie Harrison before it's ripped away by Queen Ballard. Had the ball above her head there for a second, but it's called a jump ball, but possession arrow points the way of the Indians, so they'll get ready to get things going on the other end of the floor. It'll be Lexi Smith here to inbound it for the Indians, and she'll give it over to Banks, who I will imagine gives it right back to Smith, and she does. Smith finds Ballard down low. Great pass there, and off the glass, down home there for Queen Ballard, working her way to the 20 points she needs for that 1,000-point mark. She's got 4 already. And right as soon as that possession really starts to pick up there for the Tigers, Mary Porter Thornhill called for the travel, picked up her dribble, tried to drive inside, but officials see that one and blow it dead just about immediately. Smith gives it to Peak, and she'll give it right back there to Lexi. And she's standing at the top of the arc now, finds Charlisa Gibbs out on the far corner, pulls a three off the mark there. Offensive board was almost grabbed there by Zaria Peak, tried to chuck it off the chest there of Mary Porter Thornhill, but they'll say Peak was the last woman to touch it, and Tigers will have it now. 5 minutes and 44 seconds left here in this first quarter. First quarter action brought to you by State Farm agent Jackson Hagan. Catch and shoot three there off the mark from Tanya Wyatt. Zaria Peak snags the rebound, and she'll bring it across half court for the Indians. Finds Smith on the near wing. Finds Ballard down low. Good pass there. Ballard not able to connect on that first shot, but did a great job there of grabbing her own miss, but holds the ball above her head yet again. They'll call another jump ball here. 2 jump balls in just 3 minutes. Possession arrow this time pointing the way of the Lady Tigers. Tigers here still searching for their first point of the contest. Wyatt passes down to Thornhill, and they're looking for a woman down low. Is Mackenzie Harrison, but the ball sailed over her heads and straight on out of bounds, and Charlisa Gibbs will inbound it here for the Indians. And wow, that's a quick foul there. or I guess not really foul. They gave a technical warning down to the scorer here for the Tigers. Not exactly sure what was said, but officials didn't like whatever it was. And there goes a warning against the scorer. Don't see that too often. Couple of passes here, and they were looking for Logan Banks. Banks not ready for the pass, and that'll be a turnover there on the Indians. Wyatt bringing it across half court. They find an open Warman. It's Thornhill again. 3 off the mark again, and rebound from Charlisa Gibbs. Smith hustling in transition, maybe trying to do it all herself. Goes up for the layup, but that one was poked out there. That time by Amonte Parker. And you'll get a couple substitution here for the Tigers. After bounds. Trying to see here what the official said there. I think he said a delay of game, possibly. Couldn't quite hear what that said, but officials will whistle it. And Lexi Smith will inbound it here for the Indians. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left here. Inbound pass right down low to Queen Ballard. Tried to spin around with it, but it was deflected out of bounds there by Lily Benson of the Tigers. Getting her first minutes of action here tonight is Benson. Also on the floor is Ivy Varner for the Tigers. Indians still out there with their starting 5. Queen Ballard trying to go up for it. Won't get the layup on that first time, but she'll get fouled on her way back up, and it'll send Queen Ballard to the free throw line, trying to get as many points as she can. I know she wants to hit that 4-digit mark here tonight, and Lord, I hope we would all love to see that. I know this Indian student section would definitely be thrilled about that. First free throw for Queen Ballard hits the back iron and drops straight through there. Indians now taking a 7-0 lead over the Chilton County Tigers. Second free throw here for Ballard. Nothing but net again. Queen Ballard looks hungry to get her 20 points here tonight, and Lord, we hope she does. Varner with it now here for the Tigers. She kind of gets a double team there, but will pass it over to Tanya Wyatt. Now a pass down low to Lily Benson out on the wing. And a couple more passes here. Gifford working its way back to Wyatt, and catch and shoot 3 off the mark that time. Lexi Smith hustling down the floor and gives it to Zaria Peak, and then who passes over to Gibbs. Now banks his hands, and Lexi Smith with it out on the far wing. Passes down low there to Queen Ballard. Kicks it back out to Smith. Catch and shoot 3. Drilled it. Indians in double digits. Lexi Smith with 5 points. Queen Ballard with 6. And Indians now take an 11-0 lead over the Chilton County Tigers. They've called timeout on the floor, will the Tigers, and as they call one, we'll take one of our own. We'll be right back here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trust in a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
Back now here, Indians lead it 11-0 with just under halfway expired here in this first quarter. Inbounding it here for the Tigers will be Ivy Varner, and she'll kick it over to Tanya Wyatt. Wyatt hustling down court and trying to make something happen here for the Tigers. Indians defense has done a great job, forced a couple of turnovers and really not allowing too many open shots here. That pass, as we talk about it, intercepted there by Lexi Smith, trying to work her way across half court, but Wyatt's playing some great defense. Smith trying to do it all herself, tried to finish there through some contact, not going to go down for her. And rebound there from the Tigers. Charlisa Gibbs was hustling over, trying to steal the ball as the Tigers were kicking it around, and they'll get a foul call that time against Gibbs. First foul of the night against the Indians, and of course, first foul there for Charlisa Gibbs. Mackenzie Harrison will inbound it. She'll find Lily Benson down low. Logan Banks hustles over and rejects it. Sends that thing straight out of bounds. And Tigers here still searching for their first points of the night. They'll inbound it and find an open woman in the corner. They finally got a bucket due the Tigers. A three comes out of the hands of Tanya Wyatt. Shot a couple of threes. That's the first one to fall for her. Banks with it now. Pass out to Lexi Smith on this near side. Queen Ballard had a hand on it there for a second, but good job there from Smith. Hustling in, grabbing the loose ball. Queen Ballard below the rack. Not going to go down that time. And rebound goes into the hands of Wyatt. She'll pass to a woman down low. It's Ivy Varner. And now over to Harrison, back over to Varner. Another three here for the Tigers. Low arcing three, but that one drops through there. Back-to-back threes on back-to-back possessions for the Chilton County Tigers. Smith with it now. She's hustling across half court. Maybe trying to do it all herself. Nope, finds Queen Ballard down low. And layup not going to go that time. Rattles around the iron there for a second, but not able to get that one to fall through. Some tough defense being played here by the Indians, but it'll be Varner who brings it across half court. Now fires over to Wyatt. Now it's Varner with it, back over to Wyatt. Another three for the Tigers, too strong. Off the back iron, rebound, Queen Ballard. Couple of passes here for the Indians. Trying to find Queen Ballard down low again is Lexi Smith. She just keeps feeding Ballard here, and you'll get a couple of substitutions here for the Indians. Coming off the floor is Zaria Peak, Charlisa Gibbs, and Queen Ballard, and Richardson, Aaliyah Humphrey, and Kai Dillard will come out and take their place. Fresh set of legs out there for the Indians now, as Varner brought it across half court, had it poked away there for a second as she was looking for Destiny Williams by Lexi Smith, but not going to do it for the Indians. Driving down low, it was Lily Benson. Lost her dribble there, and it'll roll out of bounds. Dillard will inbound this one to Richardson. And Indians still on top here, 11-6. Richardson's pass, she was looking for Humphrey down low there, but ball deflected and grabbed again by Richardson. Now it's Humphrey over to Dillard. Now into Richardson in the near corner. Lexi Smith at the top of the arc. Back over to Richardson on the near side wing. Banks with it now, finds Kai Dillard. Thought about the three, but she'll think better. Cross-court pass over to Lexi Smith. And deep three here for Smith. Bottom. Lexi Smith putting on a clinic here, leading the Indians so far. And 2 threes to her name already in this first quarter. 14-6 and 51 seconds left to play here in quarter number one. Catch and shoot three also finds the bottom, trading threes. That time it came from Ivy Varner. Second three for Varner, and Indians lead it by 5. Humphrey with it now, looking over to Coach Winchester, trying to get the play call. Standing right at that Wetumpka logo. 30 seconds and ticking here in quarter number one. Lexi Smith with it now, finds some space, driving to the rack, off the glass, no problem there for Lexi Smith. And she's got 10 points already here tonight. Only 2 Indians have scored, Lexi Smith and Queen Ballard. Benson with it now on the near side wing. She'll pass into the free throw line. It's Harrison, goes for the floater, won't go. 5 seconds left, and trying to find a buzzer beater are the Indians. Rattles around. Lexi Smith's three does. Not going to fall, but Indians lead it by 7 after 1. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
Second quarter action is brought to you by Golf Video, live event and video production elevating your next project. Let Jackson Dean and his team make your event look like $1 million. Online at golfvideo.io.
Back now here, it's time for second quarter action. Indians with a 7-point lead, and Aaliyah Humphrey will inbound it to Richardson to get this period started. Dillard with it now, near side wing, cross-court pass over there to Aaliyah Humphrey. Humphrey slowing things down a little bit here for the Indians, passing to Dillard, who gives it right back to Humphrey. Passing around the top of the arc, they find Queen Ballard down low, but back up top to Humphrey. Humphrey spin move, jumper, off the mark. Fighting for the rebound, it was Queen Ballard and Mally Harrison, but Ballard was the last to touch it. It'll go out of bounds, and that one goes against the Indians. Tigers with it now. Ivy Varner over to Destiny Williams. Cross-court pass intercepted by Richardson. Richardson driving down low, trying to do it all herself. Rebound tipped into the hands of Queen Ballard, and they come crashing down on her. They call a jump ball here, and that will flip possession here into the hands of the Tigers. Varner's got it now, and she'll work across half court. She's guarded by Kai Dillard, but if she fires a cross-court pass over to Maggie Harrelson, they'll find Mally Harrison standing at the top of the arc. Another pass deflected. This time it was Maya Richardson again. And a couple of passes, though. Its possession stayed with the Tigers, and a cross-court pass, lots of them. Here, good ball movement shown from the Tigers, but that one sails over the head of Harrelson, and what saved what would have been a backcourt violation. Kai Dillard came crashing in, trying to do it all herself, but Maya Richardson's right there to clean up the damage. Nice layup there for Maya Richardson, getting her first points of the night. Indians doubling the Tigers right now, 18-9, with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this first half. Humphrey with it now. Three, bottom. No problem there for Aaliyah Humphrey, and this Indians offense really starting to get things going. 21-9, Indians on top now. It's Harrelson down low in the near side corner. Cross-court pass over to Ivy Varner, starting to work along the baseline before she misfires a pass into the hands of Kai Dillard. Dillard trying to do it all herself, coast to coast. Won't go. Queen Ballard's there for the rebound. No problem for Queen Ballard. 8 points now for her. Tigers maybe trying to pick up the pace here just a little bit, trying to find someone. Was Destiny Williams. It was poked out by Dillard, and that shot blocked as Varner was driving to the rack. Queen Ballard got a hand on it, didn't even let the shot go up. Aaliyah Humphrey hustled it down court. Now it's Maya Richardson. High arcing pass, just a little handoff there to Logan Banks. Dillard now firing a cross-court pass on the far side wing. Aaliyah Humphrey, same spot, different result. Offensive rebound there for Logan Banks, no problem. And Banks picks up her first points of the night. Indians with a 25-9 lead now, and going on quite the scoring run here on offense. The ball movement here from the Tigers has been good. They're working it around again. Ivy Varner, three misfired. Indians snag the board, and Maya Richardson's hustling down. Passes to Queen Ballard, lays it up. Queen Ballard halfway there to the 1,000 career points. She's got 12 already here tonight. Nope, it actually was 10. That's why I was not a math major when I went to school. Varner, cross-court pass, poked up into the air by Maya Richardson. Good hustle to stick with it. Trying to find Kai Dillard at the bottom. Spin around. Off the glass. First points of the night there for Kai Dillard. 6 Indians having scored here tonight. And they'll get Kai Dillard there for the foul. Tried to reach in, make something happen. Lexi Smith, Zaria Peak going to check into the game. Banks and Dillard will take a quick seat after Dillard picks up her first foul of the night. It'll be Maggie Harrelson here to inbound it for the Tigers. After she gets the ball there from the stripes, she does so finally and inbounds it. Nice find there down low to Harrison, but Shot not going to go, off the side of the backboard there. Queen Ballard was there for the rebound, and she gave it over to Richardson. Now it's Humphrey who finds Ballard down low, but gives it right back. Cross-court pass, Zaria Peak. Now Lexi Smith, near side wing. Off the mark there. A couple of Indians scrambling for the loose ball before the Tigers able to corral it there. Zaria Peak came crashing in from behind, poked the ball out of the hands there of Thornhill. But it was last touched by Peak, so possession will stick with the Tigers for the time being. Pass intercepted yet again. Maya Richardson again trying to go coast to coast again. No problem. Falls right on through there for Maya Richardson. 4 points on the night there. Tigers trying to hustle. They'll fire a long inbound pass over to Lily Benson, and now it's Wyatt on the corner. They find Benson again open in the near side corner for three. Off the mark. Humphrey snags the rebound. Humphrey just trying to do it all herself. Came in a little bit too hot, but Queen Ballard, more second chance points for her. Feels like just about all of her points tonight have come from second chances. She's done a great job of that all season, but it'll force Marbury here to Chilton County to take a timeout, and as they do so, we'll take one of our own. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Are you tired of slow internet? With Central Access, you get the speeds you pay for delivered directly to your door, so you won't get bogged down when your neighbors are online too. Stream, game, work, and video chat. No contracts, no data caps, no price hikes, nothing but an exceptional online experience. Check availability today at caecaccess.com. Central Access, your local link to broadband.
Back now here in Wetumpka, 3 minutes, 26 seconds left here in quarter number 2 and this first half. Your five out there for the Indians: Zaria Peak, Lexi Smith, Maya Richardson, Charlisa Gibbs, and Logan Banks. Tigers will get possession here, and it's Wyatt. She passes cross court into the hands of Harrelson. Off the mark there, rebound goes over to Gibbs. She gave it to Banks, who gives a nice little underhand pass to Richardson. Zaria Peak got it on the near side wing, started driving down low, foot slipped out from under her, and they're going to call a travel on that possession. 33-9, Indians are leading right now. This second quarter has really just been a huge display of the Indians' offense. Had 16 points when that first quarter ended, now with 33, well above their first quarter scoring. They were looking down low where the Tigers for Mackenzie Harrison. It was poked out for a second by Charlisa Gibbs, but she'll come crashing in, her and Banks both, to force the tie up there, and possession arrow points the way of the Indians. I thought actually they're going to call a foul there, not the jump ball on Gibbs. Catch and shoot three there for Ivy Varner, off the mark. Rebound from Ikira Bolding before it was poked out by the Indians, and Zaria Peak will wrangle it away. Richardson stepping into a three near side wing, off the mark. Rebound goes to Mackenzie Harrison, but she'll kick it over to Tanya Wyatt. They pass it over to Thornhill now and find Ikira Bolding standing at the free throw line. Far side wing, Varner for three, off the backboard and nothing else. Logan Banks' pass there intercepted. She was looking for somewhere to go with it. Ivy Varner took it away and laid it up and in. That's 8 points on the night. Far and away the leading scorer here for the Tigers. Richardson with it now, being guarded tightly, but she'll pass it over to the far corner and Lexi Smith. They find Gibbs down low, but her shot won't go. Great hustle there from Zaria Peak to come and snag the open ball, but a shot off the mark that time, and a rebound goes to the hands of the Tigers. Wyatt with it now, giving it back to Varner. Varner shoots another three, double figures now, and three threes made on the night for Ivy Varner. Smith with it now, and she'll fire a little no-look pass over to Maya Richardson. Peak back to Richardson, now back to Smith. Far side wing. Now it's Peak, near side wing this time. Back to Richardson and just passing around the top of the arc, looking for some space. Logan Banks had it, wrestled it away, finds Maya Richardson, 3-2 strong. Trying to push the pace now are the Tigers. Ivy Varner is working with it. Great defense there from Maya Richardson. Poke it out and slow things down. Tigers stuck with it, but Lexi Smith poked it out that time. Zaria Peak with it now. Finds Lexi Smith, no problem. Nobody home, and another bucket there for Lexi Smith on the night. Wyatt again hustling down the court, passes over to Harrison. Nice floater from alongside the baseline there for Harrison, picking up her first bucket of the night. 35-16. Indians lead it now with 42 seconds left here in quarter number 2. They find an open woman, far corner, 3, bottom. No problem there for Charlisa Gibbs. The senior picks up her first points on senior night and drilled that 3. Now it's Harrison working on the far side, started to drive inside. They find Varner back up top. 3 off the mark. Zaria Peak comes crashing in for the rebound, pokes it over to Lexi Smith. Hot pass came in there for Maya Richardson. Lost it there for a second, but they'll call Richardson there for the travel, and likely last possession going to go to the Tigers with only 12 seconds left here in this first half. Varner will inbound it over to Wyatt. Wyatt now bringing it across half court, guarded by Lexi Smith. And they're going to get Smith real quick there for the reach-in foul. First foul of the night against Lexi Smith. Indians only having 3 fouls as a team, but still leading by a sizable margin here, 38-16. 8.8 seconds on the clock now. They were trying to inbound it over to Mackenzie Harrison. They weren't able to do so because Logan Banks came crashing in, poked it right out of bounds. So Tigers going to try again. Trying to carry some momentum here into halftime are the Tigers. Couple of passes now. It's Ivy Varner. She starts driving inside and got the shot off there. And count the basket there and the foul. Foul goes against Zaria Peak there. First foul against Peak. And an and one opportunity coming at the line for Ivy Varner. And one won't go, and Akira Boulding snags the rebound there for a second. Got poked out of bounds with 0.9 seconds left on the clock. Tigers, if with a successful inbound here, would likely have to catch and shoot on this last possession. They'll do it over to Wyatt. Good contest there from Logan Banks. Might have gotten a fingertip on it, and 3 won't go down. Indians with a 20-point lead here at halftime. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, make sure to stick around. It'll be the City of Wetumpka halftime show, and you're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
This is Beverly Wright. What I love most about real estate in Central Alabama is helping families find the right place to call home. It's not just about houses, it's about community and the memories you'll make there. If you're ready to start your journey, I'd love to help. Call me, Beverly Wright, with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty.
Now is the perfect time to start your future at Central Alabama Community College. CAC's next mini-term begins March 9th, giving you a fast, flexible way to earn college credit or start a new career path. With campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville, CAC offers affordable classes designed to fit your schedule. Don't wait for fall. Get started this spring. Apply online today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Hungry for fresh, flavorful seafood? Come to Wharf Casual Seafood, your local spot for shrimp, crab claws, mahi-mahi, and all your coastal favorites. Looking for a budget-friendly bite? Check out our tasty lunch specials featuring wraps, salads, shrimp, and more. Wharf Casual Seafood, wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
In Wetumpka, we take pride in our hometown. And so does Brent Turner, owner of Precision Floor Care. A Wetumpka graduate and now a local small business owner, Brent built Precision Floor Care on a commitment to serve his community. From tile and grout work to stone, pavers, and concrete, Precision Floor Care delivers precise, Hard surface flooring solutions that protect the places that matter most. Precision Floor Care. Precise hard surface flooring solutions. Learn more at callpfc.com.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trust in a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. For more than 70 years, Collier Ford has been proudly serving the River region since 1952, helping families and businesses hit the road with confidence. When you think trucks, think Collier Ford, home of the legendary Ford F-150, built tough to handle any job. If adventure is calling, Collier Ford has the bold and capable Ford Bronco, ready to take you off the beaten path. Want that same spirit in a smaller package? The Bronco Sport is waiting for you at Collier Ford. From great ideas to family service, Collier Ford makes buying your next vehicle easy, fun, and stress-free. So whether you're hauling, exploring, or just cruising through town, make your next stop Collier Ford. Test drive your next Ford today, and remember, come on to Collier Ford in Wetumpka.
Come to Collier.
This is the City of Wetumpka Halftime Show on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
And welcome to the City of Wetumpka Halftime Show. I'm Mitch Petrie here in the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth. Indians with a 20-point lead, 30-18 over the Chilton County Tigers, and it was an exciting first half, and especially that second quarter. Indians really got the ball rolling, it felt like, offensively. Had quite a few performers here to talk about. Two Indians tied for leading the team in points. Queen Ballard, the senior, needs 8 more to reach that infamous total, 1,000 career points, quadruple digits there for Queen Ballard. Hopefully we can see her get that done tonight. Ballard also already with a double-double. She's got 13 rebounds to go along with her 12 points. Has an assist as well as 4 blocks. Great performance here from Queen Ballard tonight. Lexi Smith has 12 points as well. Smith doing a great job on both ends of the floor. 5 steals for her as well. 3 assists to go with those 12 points as well. 5 turnovers as a team there on the Indians in that first half. Couple of them coming on travel calls, but overall a pretty clean first half. You've got a couple of other Indians who have made a 3. The senior Charlisa Gibbs nailed a 3 from that far side corner in that second quarter. Did a great job, did Gibbs, on this senior night. Sure, this night means a lot to her as well. Aaliyah Humphrey came into the game, nailed a 3 as well, and the Indians shooting the ball pretty well here tonight. Maya Richardson also comes in. She's got 4 points, but the number that jumps out to me is 5 steals on the other end of the floor. It's pretty much been all Ivy Varner all night for the Chilton County Tigers. She finishes that half with 11 points, 9 of them coming on 3 threes made. Fired them off in pretty rapid succession. Seemed to have a hot hand there for a second before cooling off, as did most of the Tigers as a whole. Couple minutes left here in halftime. When we come back, it'll be third quarter action on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
Looking to tackle your next home project? Look no further than Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, with same-day pickup, ship to store, and ship to home, all available at russelldoitcenter.com. Whether it's paints, tools, lumber, or lawn care, we've got what you need with the service you can trust. So be sure to shop today at RussellDoItCenter.com. RussellDoItCenter.com.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do It Center and Building Supply.
Hey, I'm Chad Barrett with RE/MAX Cornerstone. I love helping families in Central Alabama find their place to call home. Whether you're buying in Prattville, selling in Wetumpka, or moving anywhere across the river region, I'll make the process smooth and successful. Call me, Chad Barrett at RE/MAX Cornerstone. Let's find your perfect home together.
It's never too late to take the next step. The Central Alabama Community College Adult Learning Program helps adults 18 and older earn their GED or even a high school diploma. You can also prepare for the workforce with short-term certificates in medical billing and coding, medical assisting, pharmacy technician, or hospitality and culinary. Flexible classes fit your schedule and your future starts today. Visit cacc.edu/adult education or call 256-378-2017. CACC Adult Learning Program. Discover you.
When a sports injury has you sidelined, Baptist Ortho Now offers comprehensive orthopedic care with no appointment from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with board-certified specialists treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment. Baptist Ortho Now, getting you off the bench and back in the action. East Chase across from Target.
This is Kathy Thornton with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus. I know buying or selling a home can feel overwhelming, but I promise you don't have to go through it alone. I'll guide you through every detail and keep things simple, clear, and stress-free. When you're ready to make a move in the River region, call me, Kathy Thornton, with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus.
Third quarter action is brought to you by Radio Alabama Sports. Game on. Online at radioalabamasports.net.
And welcome back now. Closing minutes here of halftime. Well, seconds rather. But before we get into this third quarter powered by Radio Alabama Sports, I want to remind you that to stay connected here with Central Access. Get blazing fast internet starting at 300 megabits per second for just $59.99 a month. Reliable, affordable, and delivered straight to your door. Third quarter action almost underway here as we're getting things ready. Indians will have possession here to start this third quarter. And a couple of passes now. They were trying to find Queen Ballard down low. But Tigers had it there for a second. Poked away by Aaliyah Humphrey. No problem. Takes it all the way home herself, extending this Indians lead 40-18. First points of this half belong to Aaliyah Humphrey. Tigers working with it now. Layup off the mark that time, and Indians hustling down the floor. Leah Humphrey trying to do it again before it was poked out there. And Humphrey seemed a little bit shaken up after that. She's going to have to go to the bench there. Maya Richardson with it now. Kai Dillard for three, rattles around, drops through. Another made three here for Kai Dillard. And Varner with it now for the Tigers. She'll find an open woman. It was Harrison. 3 off the mark. Rebound Queen Ballard, but it was poked away there by Akira Bolden. Queen Ballard comes charging in to grab the rebound. And did a great job there in snagging that rebound. Tigers inbound it now, and Varner had it for a second, lost it there, and rolls out of bounds. Turnover there against the Tigers, but Indians happy to steal another possession away. 6 minutes, 55 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Richardson will give it over to Smith on the near side wing. Richardson thought she might shoot the 3 there, but they'll find an open woman. Queen Ballard down low, but an offensive foul called against the Indians. Waiting to see who the call goes against. I believe they actually call a travel there, so costly turnover on the Indians. Waves off the bucket there for Queen Ballard. It was driving down low was Tanya Wyatt. Hit her wrist there against Queen Ballard. Ballard stayed straight up in the air. Ball rolls out of bounds. Indians have it now. Kai Dillard will give it over to Maya Richardson, and they'll kick it over to Lexi Smith, working on the far side wing. Lost her dribble there for a second. Tried to corral it, but it'll trickle out of bounds. Turnover on the Indians. Lots of turnovers here in the first minute and a half of this third quarter. Wyatt will inbound it there for the Tigers. She'll kick it over to Harrelson, but it was poked out there by Logan Banks into the hands of Lexi Smith. Firing a pass. Maya Richardson snagged it down low, laid it up and in, and no problem there for Maya Richardson. Another steal here for the Indians. Queen Ballard did it this time. Smith trying to drive to the rack. They'll call the foul on the floor there. Should have maybe been on the shot. Looked like Smith was about to try to go there for the layup, but officials disagree. They'll call it on the floor. And now you'll get a whole squad change there for the Chilton County Tigers. 5 off, 5 new faces on the floor for them. That foul went against Tanya Wyatt. First foul of the contest there for Wyatt. They find Kai Dillard open for 3 in the far corner. No good. Queen Ballard rebound and not able to get it up and in that time. Officials whistled the play dead. They were fighting for the rebound. And they'll call the foul there against Destiny Williams. 2 quick fouls there on back-to-back possessions for the Chilton County Tigers. That one goes against Destiny Williams. Dillard inbounding it now, looking for Queen Ballard in that low post. No problem. Queen Ballard fighting through flurry of arms. Grabs her own miss, but second chance no good either. Ballard did it again. They'll flag her for the travel that time. Will the officials, waving off what would have been a made bucket there for Queen Ballard. Ballard, like I've been talking about all game, only needs 8 points to get in to the 4-digit career total points. They were looking down low this time for Denier Worthy. Logan Banks will steal it away, though, trying to maybe do it all herself. Tried to bring that dribble up high and just lost it. Rolled out of bounds there, and Tigers going to have it now. It's Worthy with it now. Caught it over on the far side. Tried to drive inside along the baseline. Queen Ballard says not today. Takes it away. Richardson had it. Gave it over to Smith on the far side wing. She gave it to Ballard, but the pass broken up there. And now Williams has it working the other way for the Tigers. Being guarded real tight there by Maya Richardson. It's Thornhill with it now, standing at the top of the arc. She'll give it over to Williams. Cross-court pass into the hands of Lily Benson. Catch and shoot 3. That one falls for the Tigers, their first points of this third quarter. 5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. Shot off the mark that time. Queen Ballard's home, though. Lays the second chance points up and in there for the Indians. They'll find Thornhill for 3 again. I think Kai Dillard came in, got a finger on that, broke it up a little bit, fighting for the rebound. And on the floor with it was Worthy. She kicks it out to Williams, but the layup from Williams not going to go. Queen Ballard grabs the rebound again, firing a pass through traffic. Lexi Smith. Kai Dillard grabs her own miss and does it again. and kicks it over. Maya Richardson, catch and shoot three there, far corner. Not going to go down. Rebound snagged by Thornhill there. Richardson came in, tried to poke it out, but I think they're going to flag her for the foul. And if they will, that's the first foul of the night on Maya Richardson. And first foul on the Indians in the second half. Get a couple of substitutions here for the Indians. Smith and Ballard will take a quick seat. Madison McDade will come into the game, as will Zaria Peak. Aaliyah Humphrey came in, checked up to the scorer's table. Good to see that she's all right, not too shaken up. She's a huge facilitator in this Indians offense. They'll have to wait for the next possession as the Tigers passing it around now. Zaria Peak poked it away from Mary Porter Thornhill, but Peak last to touch it, rolls right out of bounds, and Thornhill will inbound it. Scratch that. Worthy comes over and tells her, get out of the floor. Humphrey will come into the game. Maya Richardson will take a quick seat, and they inbound this one to Destiny Williams. Picks up her dribble and finds Worthy. Catch and shoot three, airballed, and rolls right on out of bounds. Nobody home to grab the rebound that time. And I had to wait for the rebound to be corralled there for a second. Aaliyah Humphrey will inbound it over to Kai Dillard. Dillard waiting for the play call from Coach Winchester. They find Peak. And now Logan Banks at the free throw line, fighting through some traffic, rolls around and falls out. But the rebound was last touched by Thornhill of the Tigers, so Indians will stick with it. Humphrey going to be the one to inbound it from below the bucket over to McDade. Back up top to Peak. They find Humphrey on that far corner. Kai Dillard, another three off the mark this time. Rebound goes to Williams of the Tigers, trying to push the pace a little bit, and they find Worthy down low. Kai Dillard there blocks the shot after the missed shot there. Maggie Harrelson came charging in, and a three there came out of the hands of Thornhill. She looks a little bit shaken up. She's not okay. Coach Dugan, Avery Dugan there of the Tigers, wanted the foul call, didn't get it to go. Indians were coming on the other end of the floor. Dugan pleading his case here to the Stripes. After that three, could have been possibly an and 1-3 there had they called the foul there, but that was the first points of the night. Ball had trickled out of bounds there, and Mackenzie Harrison will come onto the place, will come into the game and take the place of Thornhill. Logan Banks catches the inbound spin move, short-armed the jumper there from about 5 feet, and rebound goes to the Tigers. Benson with it now. She'll kick it over to Worthy, and now in the hands of Harrison. They'll kick it down low to Destiny Williams, who lays it up from about 5 feet. No problem there. Drops right through, and Tigers starting to close this gap a little bit, but Indians still lead it 47-26. Humphrey's got it now, far side wing. Cross-court pass is Zaria Peak, and then a bounce pass over to Dillard. Back to Peak, and over to Humphrey. Humphrey starts driving inside, finds Zaria Peak. Three off the mark that time. Logan Banks came crashing in for the rebound, not able to corral it, and Queen Ballard will check back into the game there for Logan Banks. 47-26, Indians lead it, 2 minutes and 35 seconds here in this third quarter. Indians with a sizable lead of 21 currently, but lead was as big as 28. Tigers starting to scrape and claw and trying to find their way back into it as they move the ball around and find a woman. It was Williams. She came crashing in, floater from about 5 feet, parallel with the baseline, not going to go down. Saves the ball from going out of bounds there. And Coach Dugan will take a timeout here, maybe trying to save a possession there. Looked like the ball might go out of bounds. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left here in this third quarter. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Come to Collier.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. Whether it's the legendary Ford F-150 built to tackle any job, the bold and capable Ford Bronco built for the trails, or the versatile Bronco Sport perfect for every road trip, Collier Ford has the right ride for you. Proudly serving the River region since 1952. We're here to keep you on the road.
Come to Collier.
Back now here for the rest of the third quarter. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock. Inbounding this one for the Tigers, it was Harrison. Ball was poked out there for a second. Harrison got it, fired it to Ikira Bolding. Rebound was grabbed there by Kai Dillard. I think that should have been a jump ball call, but they'll call her for the walk. Unfortunately, so a turnover on the Indians gives the ball right back to the Tigers. It's Harrison to inbound it again, looking for somewhere to go. Kick looking up top there. Humphrey had a hand on it, but it was corralled by the Tigers. Couple of layups there off the mark, but ball turned over again here. Harrison jumper from the elbow off the mark. Rebound goes to Jayla Merkerson. She just checked into the game coming out of that timeout, getting her first minutes in this one. Maya Richardson with it now. Cross-court pass to Charlisa Gibbs. Catch and shoot three. Bottom. 6 points on the night there for Charlisa Gibbs, all coming from made threes. Indians starting to get everybody involved here. Humphrey intercepted that pass almost for a second from Destiny Williams, but she wasn't able to stick with it. Ball trickled out of bounds, and Tigers will inbound it with 1 minute and 28 seconds left here in this third quarter. Finally get the ball from the officials. Does Danira Worthy, and she'll kick it over to Williams. Now inside the arc, long two, off the mark at that time, coming out of the hands of Mackenzie Harrison. Another offensive board here for the Tigers. Aaliyah Humphrey came crashing in, poking out the pass that was intended for Destiny Williams, but Tigers going to inbound it yet again. A lot of loose balls here trickling out of bounds, and a lot of inbounds in this third quarter. 1 minute and 16 seconds left. Indians on top by 24. Williams will inbound it this time to Danira Worthy. A couple of passes now before they find Harrison down low. Kicking back out now, but pass was poked out by Charlisa Gibbs. Now they find Aaliyah Humphrey down low all by herself. Good move to send the defender flying past. Queen Ballard tried to snag the rebound but wasn't able to corral it. Mackenzie Harrison with it now, and a pass over to Danira Worthy. They lost it for a second. Aaliyah Humphrey came in and poked it out, but they'll get her for the kickball there. Humphrey not thrilled with that call, and neither is Coach Harriet Winchester. Travel there called on the Tigers just about immediately following the inbound, and Aaliyah Humphrey will inbound this one for the Indians with 44.7 seconds left on the clock. Richardson will give it over to Humphrey. 3 toilet bowls out, and another offensive rebound here for the Tigers. Defensive rebound here for the Tigers. Williams had it for a second, gave it over to Worthy, came crashing down, and ran straight in to Charlisa Gibbs. Second foul called on the night there on Charlisa Gibbs. .5 seconds left, and Williams will inbound it over to Harrison. Now it's Lily Benson with it on the far side wing. Guarded by Aaliyah Humphrey. Humphrey doing everything she can to poke that ball out. Banks had it poked out for a second, but Bunsen stuck with it. Fires a 3 from the far side wing off the mark. Rebound Charlisa Gibbs. Here comes Maya Richardson trying to do it all herself. A little bit of contact there. They won't get the call. And as Richardson went up to grab her own miss, she came down over the back of Mackenzie Harrison. Second foul call of the night on Maya Richardson there. 8.8 seconds left in this quarter, though. So Tigers are going to have to hustle down the court to get a shot off. Worthy's got it now, firing a cross-court pass. Intercepted. Logan Banks behind the back dribble. Maya Richardson snags it. Aaliyah Humphrey lays it up, gets it through at the buzzer, much to the delight of the Indian student section. Indians 52-26, leading it by 26 here after 3. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
In Wetumpka, we take pride in our hometown. And so does Brent Turner, owner of Precision Floor Care. A Wetumpka graduate and now a local small business owner, Brent built Precision Floor Care on a commitment to serve his community. From tile and grout work to stone, pavers, and concrete, Precision Floor Care delivers precise, hard surface flooring solutions that protect the places that matter most. Precision Floor Care. Precise, hard surface flooring solutions. Learn more at callpfc.com.
Fresh, fast, and always delicious, Wharf Casual Seafood in Wetumpka has something for everyone. From shrimp and fish to po' boys and salads, enjoy coastal flavor right here at home. Dine in or take out today. Wharf Casual Seafood, where fresh seafood meets family-friendly dining. The Wetumpka Sports Network is proud to be fed by Wharf Casual Seafood. Tigers going to have possession here to start this fourth quarter, down 26, and they'll inbound it to Destiny Williams. Williams finds Lily Benson on the far side corner, but a pass misfired, and Worthy sticks with it. Aaliyah Humphrey comes crashing in that time, puts on the moves, and not going to go down for her that time. Layup looks a little bit awkward there, maybe favoring that ankle just a little bit. Now on the other end of the floor, catch and shoot three for Mackenzie Harrison. First points of this second half there for Mackenzie Harrison, cutting in to this Indians lead by 3. Richardson brings it across half court for the Indians, and Coach Winchester will take a timeout. And as she takes a timeout, we'll take one of our own. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
This is Beverly Wright. What I love most about real estate in Central Alabama is helping families find the right place to call home. It's not just about houses, it's about community and the memories you'll make there. If you're ready to start your journey, I'd love to help. Call me, Beverly Wright, with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty.
You're listening to the Wetumpka Indians on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Now back to the action from the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth.
Smith with it to start this third quarter. She passed it down low there to Queen Ballard. Ballard went up for the shot, but she gets fouled on the way. Foul is going to be called against Mackenzie Harrison of the Lady Tigers, and that'll send Queen Ballard to the free throw line. She's got 14. She needs 6 more to hit that 1,000 career points. And with the way the Indians have been feeding her the ball here tonight, you got to believe everybody on this team knows it. First free throw off the mark there from Queen Ballard, but second one about to come. And drops right through. 5 more for Queen to hit that quadruple digit mark. Worthy with it now, and pass over to Harrison, being guarded tightly here by Lexi Smith. Cross-court pass over to Benson. Now with it is Thornhill. And a couple of passes before it works its way back to Harrison. She just made that 3. This time not going to be as successful. Rebound falls out of bounds. It was last touched by Lily Benson. Off the mark that time, and Indians will have it. Kai Dillard will give it over to Maya Richardson to get this thing going. No-look pass to Lexi Smith, and they were looking for Queen Ballard down low. Not able to corral the rebound. It was poked out, but they say last touched by Queen Ballard. So the Tigers will have to inbound it yet again. 6 minutes and 52 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Indians with a 24-point lead, 53-29. Thornhill's got it, and she'll pass it over to Harrison before Harrison was looking for somewhere to go with it, and they'll call the travel there. That time it goes against Lily Benson of the Tigers. Richardson gives it to Dillard yet again to inbound. On the inbound to start this possession, over to Smith on the far side wing, back to Dillard. Dillard passes into Banks at the free throw line. They find Queen Ballard down low. And another foul call here. 3-second violation, I believe, going against Queen Ballard. They just keep feeding her the rock. They know just how close Queen is. 5 points is all she needs to pass that 1,000 career point mark. As on the other end of the floor, catch and shoot 3 for Mary Porter. Thornhill falls through. That's 2 made threes in this second half there for Thornhill. Richardson trying to answer with a three of her own. Off the mark. Couple of people fighting for the rebound. Logan Banks poked it out, but Thornhill's able to stick with it, and she'll pass it over to Destiny Williams. Williams slowing things down a little bit here for the Tigers. Couple of passes around the top of the arc. Thornhill had it for a second, lost it. Smith's got it, hustling down the court, trying to do it all herself, running into a little bit of contact, but Maya Richardson snags the miss and lays it up and in. 8 points on the night there for Maya Richardson. Indians lead at 55-32. Lexi Smith takes the inbound pass out of the hands of the Tigers, and she'll slow things down, waiting to find her teammates who had all gotten back on defense. Queen Ballard pokes it, saves it from going out of bounds. Maya Richardson jumper from about 12 feet, parallel with the baseline, too strong. A full court heave there over to Lily Benson before they're passing around the top of the arc. They find Thornhill in the near corner, starts driving inside, bounce pass intended for Benson, just flails right on by her. And Kai Dillard now going to inbound it here for the Indians. Another turnover on the Tigers. Dillard inbounds it to Maya Richardson. And Richardson driving down low before she picks up her dribble and kicks back out to the top to Kai Dillard. She'll hand it off to Lexi Smith. Now Maya Richardson near side wing drills a three. Does Maya Richardson. First made three of the night for her. Tigers bringing it across half court now. It's Thornhill with it. She'll bounce pass into the near side corner. Harrison for three. Answers right back, trading threes. Back and back are the Indians and the Tigers in these last couple of possessions. Smith has it now on the far side wing. Firing cross-court pass, Kai Dillard. Driving inside, floater with the right hand. Nice shot, good finish there from Kai Dillard. No problem there, and now 60-35. Indians lead it with 4 minutes and 11 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter. Another three, same spot for Harrison. Not going to go down that time. Rebound snagged by Queen Ballard, and she'll give it off to Lexi Smith. Smith gives it back to Ballard down low. Ballard, one dribble, goes up, got it. 3 points for Queen Ballard. That's all she needs here. 62-35, Indians lead it. Thornhill with it now at the top of the arc, passing down low to the corner to Harrison. Harrison drives inside, floater, not going to go. Logan Banks with the rebound, firing to Smith down low. Smith dribbles, steps back out, lays it up and in. Nice move there from Lexi Smith, creates some open space, and dropping the shot through, no problem there. 64-35. Smith trying to steal it away from Thornhill. Ball rolls out of bounds after Smith touched it last. And you'll get another mass substitution here for the Chilton County Tigers. Everybody came off the floor but Lily Benson. Back out there now, it's Tanya Wyatt, Maggie Harrelson, Ivy Varner, and Ikira Bolding. They pass it over to Harrelson, now cross court to Varner, looking inside, ball poked out by Queen Ballard into the hands of Richardson. Richardson speeding things up here a little bit. They find Queen Ballard. Queen Ballard dribbling below the bucket, up, goes up with it, but they'll get her for the travel there. Just left her feet there, tried to pump fake, but just went a little bit too hard there. Travel on Queen Ballard. With it now, Harrelson, she'll give it over to Wyatt, back to Harrelson. Far side wing. Bounce pass looking for Ikira Bolding, but Lexi Smith steps right in front of it. Looking for Queen Ballard there. And ball tied up, hit the floor, and they'll get Queen Ballard for the foul there. First foul of the night against Queen Ballard. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left here in this contest in regulation time. That is, Indians on top, 64-35. With it now, it's Wyatt. Her pass tipped by Kai Dillard, but still finds its way into the hands of Varner. They find Ikira Bolding down low, not able to get that short-range shot to go. Banks with it now, finding Queen Ballard, lays it up and in. And there you go, Queen Ballard, make this free throw, and you're at 1,000 career points. Couple of substitutions here for the Tigers, and that's going to make Queen Ballard have to sit with this. Got to believe she knows possibly the importance of this moment. And no problem there. 1,000 career points there for Queen Ballard. Congratulations to her. And that gives the Indians 67 points. The Indian student section fired up about that one. Smith had it there for a second, was running out of bounds, saved it though, but Ivy Varner corrals it. Real high arcing layup there, shot blocked by Kai Dillard. She'll find Queen Ballard, nobody home, and lays it up and in. Queen Ballard 69-35, Indians on top. Driving inside was Ivy Varner. She laid it up and in that time. Tigers trying to push this pace a little bit, cut in to this Indians deficit. Timeout called by Coach Winchester, and they'll think this one over. I think we'll get a couple of substitutions here. But with 1 minute and 44 seconds, we'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
Back now here in Wetumpka. Indians got some substitutions here. Your 5 out there: Logan Banks, Jayla Merkerson, Kai Dillard, Zaria Peak, Madison McDade. They're passing around now. Merkerson's got it. She gives it over to Peak at the top of the arc. Back over to Merkerson. And looking down low for Logan Banks, catching with a nice spin move. Another spin move. Couple of great moves there, finding some open space. Not able to connect on the shot, though. Bella Gillian grabs the rebound, and she'll pass it over to Tanya Wyatt. Now Varner thought about the 3 from way beyond the arc, not going to get it to go. Firing a 3. This time it's Maggie Harrelson off the mark, but an offensive rebound goes straight into the hands of Tanya Wyatt. She thinks about the 3 herself, decides to pull it, and not going to get it to go. They're going to get Charlisa Gibbs for the travel on the rebound there. And now Macy Brown will come into the game for the Indians. She'll take the spot of Logan Banks. Inbounding now, it's Gillian for the Lady Tigers, and she'll give it over to Tanya Wyatt. 40 seconds left to go here in this quarter. Pass was poked out there. Charlisa Gibbs had it for a second, was trying to drive. Tanya Wyatt stepped in front of her, though. Ball poked out of bounds and last touched there by the Tigers. Gibbs going to inbound it now. She'll give it over to Merkerson. Cross-court pass to Zaria Peak. Not able to corral the pass, though, and 14 seconds left. Clock still ticking here, and that will just about do it as the student section erupts here for the seniors on this team. And a memorable senior night it will be for the Lady Indians as the final buzzer sounds and the Indians finish out their home career with a win, 69-37. An impressive showing here tonight. Stick around, though. We'll have the RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus post-game show here just in a second, and then we'll prepare for tip-off of the boys' game. Senior night for both of these teams. Excited to see what they've got going on. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. For more than 70 years, Collier Ford has been proudly serving the River region since 1952, helping families and businesses hit the road with confidence. When you think trucks, think Collier Ford, home of the legendary Ford F-150, built tough to handle any job. If adventure is calling, Collier Ford has the bold and capable Ford Bronco, ready to take you off the beaten path. Want that same spirit in a smaller package? The Bronco Sport is waiting for you at Collier Ford. From great ideas to family service, Collier Ford makes buying your next vehicle easy, fun, and stress-free. So whether you're hauling, exploring, or just cruising through town, Make your next stop Collier Ford. Test drive your next Ford today, and remember, come on to Collier Ford in Wetumpka.
Come to Collier.
It's never too late to take the next step. The Central Alabama Community College Adult Learning Program helps adults 18 and older earn their GED or even a high school diploma. You can also prepare for the workforce with short-term certificates in medical billing and coding, medical assisting, pharmacy technician, or hospitality and culinary. Flexible classes fit your schedule, and your future starts today. Visit cacc.edu/adult education or call 256-378-2017. CACC Adult Learning Program. Discover you.
And welcome back now, ready to get things underway. It's senior night here in this contest. And we'll let the PA announcer take over here and let you take a listen.
And Paxton and Top Golf. Her future plans are going to college to become a firefighter. Her advice to younger players are staying focused and chasing dreams. And her favorite teacher is Ms. Robertson. Next, we have Zaria Peak. Zaria is escorted by her mom, Santina Thomas, and her dad, Demetrius Peak. Her favorite basketball memory is bonding with her teammates and coaches. The lock-in night, specifically where I had to qualify to the dryer, pound squish. Her future plans, attend either AUM or Troy for nursing school and travel to different places around the world. Her advice to younger players, keep up the hard work while maintaining good grades and never give up. Her favorite teacher is Next up, we have Queen Ballard. Queen is escorted by her mom, Jowilda Edwards, and her dad, Michael Edwards. Her favorite basketball memory is golfing for the first time with her teammates. Her future plans are to play basketball in college, become a dentist, and eat in every country. Her advice to younger players, be a student athlete and not an athlete student. Do that work and go to practice. Her favorite teacher is Coach Lynn. Next, we have Felicia Ward. She is escorted by her aunt, Ladora Tuck. Her favorite basketball memory is singing the national anthem at the lock-in. Her future plans are to enlist in the Air National Guard and to attend Auburn University to major in veterinary medicine. Her advice to younger players, stay motivated, stay confident, and never give up. Her favorite teacher is Ms. Payne. All right, time for the boys. Up first we have Ben Tucker, Ford. Ben is escorted by his mom, April Tucker, his dad, Benny Tucker, and sister, Anaya Tucker. He is involved in football, math, and science. His future plans are going to college for engineering. His favorite memory is hitting threes in a row to win against travel last season. He is most proud of making it to the Sweet 16, and his advice to future players, prove everybody wrong. His favorite teacher is Ms. Heidel. Up next we have Andrew Royal, guard. Andrew is escorted by his mom, Connie Boyle, his stepdad, Brittany Maisie, and his brother, Seth Boyle. Andrew is involved in football, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta. He likes to hang out with his friends and watch college football. His future plan is to go to Southern Union to get a nursing degree. His favorite memory is playing at home against Stanhope last season and hitting back-to-back threes to win the game. He's most proud of being area champs and making it to the Sweet 16. His advice for future players: live out your high school career because it will fly by if you don't. And his favorite teacher is Miss Williams. Up next we have John Winger. Center. He is escorted by his mom and dad, Dana and David Winger. He is involved in football, fishing, and hunting. His future plans are to go to Southern Union. His favorite memory is winning area. He's most proud of last year's season and playoff run. His future advice to players is end faster than you think, so don't take it for granted. His favorite teacher is Miss Shepherd. Up next, we have Christopher Tyrone Robinson Jr. Guard 4. He is escorted by his mom and dad, Felicia and Chris Robinson. He is involved in working and making money. Future plans: he plans to attend college and then serve in the military. His favorite memory: winning area against Percy Julian. He's most proud of making it to the Sweet 16. His advice to future players: you can't win games without Amazon Prime. His favorite teacher is Coach Thomas. Up next we have L.T. Davis, guard. L.T. is escorted by his mom, Crystal Saber, and his dad, Rodriguez Saber. L.T. is involved in football, baseball, and track. His future plans are to go to college. Favorite memory is Chris Robinson saying, Amazon Prime on me, Amazon Prime on 3. He's most proud of moving to a better environment. His advice for future players: keep grinding. And his favorite teacher is Miss Brown. Up next we have Jeremiah Smiley, guard. Jeremiah is escorted by his mom, Desiree Dennis, and his dad, Andre Taylor. He is involved in football, reading, and drawing. His future plans: major in computer science. His favorite memory is hitting a game winner for the area championship. He is most proud of overcoming adversity from all of his injuries. Advice for future players: you will never get anything done without God. And his favorite teacher is Mrs. Roman. Last but not least, we have Dylan Strickland. Dylan is escorted by his mom, Stacey Reed, and dad, Daniel Strickland. He's involved in football, golf, NHS, and DECA. His future plans to go to the University of Alabama and major in kinesiology to become a physical therapist. His favorite memory is winning the area championship last year, and he's most proud of football academic awards. His advice for future players: listen to Coach Thomas, it'll be a lot easier. And his favorite teacher is Mrs. Williams. Let's give a round of applause for all these amazing seniors here tonight.
Well, that'll do it for those senior night presentations. Great to see all of these folks honored. Your 7 seniors here for the Indians on the boys' side is Jeremiah Smiley, Chris Robinson, L.T. Davis, Ben Tucker, Andrew Voiles, Dylan Strickland, and John Hudson Wynyard. Your 3 for the girls are Zaria Peak, Queen Ballard, who just hit her 1,000th career point towards the end of that game, and, of course, Charlisa Gibbs. We get ready to get things underway here in just a second. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll recap that girls' game and get things ready and squared away for the boys' game. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Are you tired of slow internet? With Central Access, you get the speeds you pay for delivered directly to your door, so you won't get bogged down when your neighbors are online too. Stream, game, work, and video chat. No contracts, no data caps, no price hikes, nothing but an exceptional all-night experience. Check availability today at caecaccess.com. Central Access, your local link to broadband.
We believe in doing things right the first time. That's the promise behind Finish Line Garage Floor Systems. Powered by Precision Floor Care, our custom garage floor systems are designed to be tough, stylish, and built for the long haul. With a team rooted right here in the community, we deliver quality you can count on. Finish Line Garage Floor Systems. Let them rest on the best. Visit FinishLineGarageFloors.com today.
When your job depends on quality building materials, depend on Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply. From framing lumber and roofing to concrete, drywall, and fasteners, we've got the materials to build it right and build it strong. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, if you're building, you belong here. With dependable products and local service you can trust, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your go-to source for building materials.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. For more than 70 years, Collier Ford has been proudly serving the River region since 1952, helping families and businesses hit the road with confidence. When you think trucks, think Collier Ford, home of the legendary Ford F-150, built tough to handle any job. If adventure is calling, Collier Ford has the bold and capable Ford Bronco, ready to take you off the beaten path. Want that same spirit in a smaller package? The Bronco Sport is waiting for you at Collier Ford. From great ideas to family service, Collier Ford makes buying your next vehicle easy, fun, and stress-free. So whether you're hauling, exploring, or just cruising through town, make your next stop Collier Ford. Test drive your next Ford today, and remember, come on to Collier Ford in Wetumpka.
Come to Collier.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hungry for fresh, flavorful seafood? Come to Wharf Casual Seafood, your local spot for shrimp, crab claws, mahi-mahi, and all your coastal favorites. Looking for a budget-friendly bite? Check out our tasty lunch specials featuring wraps, salads, shrimp, and more. Wharf Casual Seafood, wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
Back now here, Indians girls team gets the win 69-37. It was an impressive win for the Lady Indians, and you had a couple of people really take over in that game. Queen Ballard, first name that comes to mind, earned her 1,000th career point, finishes the night there with 26 points. A great showing from her. Maya Richardson had a great showing as well, finishing the night with 11 points, and Lexi Smith finishes the night with 14. A really good showing. I am now joined here in the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth by Chandler Ward. Chandler, thanks for being here, and well, it's an exciting matchup here for the boys. Just had the senior night ceremony. Definitely got the emotions running high. I'm sure they're ready to show up and show out in front of this Indian student section.
Yeah, absolutely, Mitch. I know it's very stellar in here tonight. Obviously, they don't have as many as they did against Stanhope, against that rivalry game, but there's a lot of people in here to show out and show their support for your Indians.
Absolutely. Indians come into this one on a 3-game winning streak. Absolute domination against Stanhope really got things going, and over the stretch of this 3 games, talked to Coach Thomas a little bit about this week, and he's really just championed the defense that this team has been playing. They've done a great job and won all their last couple of games by 20 points or more. Indians faced off against this team much earlier in the season. They played them the same day that the girls did at December 5th matchup. The Indians got the win in that one by an impressive margin. They won it 54-30, but it was a relatively low-scoring game when you look at this Indians team as a whole. Couple of minutes away from tip-off here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for our keys to the game presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and our starting lineups presented by First Community Bank. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
When a sports injury has you sidelined, Baptist Ortho Now offers comprehensive orthopedic care with no appointment from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with board-certified specialists treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment. Baptist Ortho Now, getting you off the bench and back in the action. East Chase across from Target.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trusted a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
Come to Collier.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. Whether it's the legendary Ford F-150 built to tackle any job, the bold and capable Ford Bronco built for the trails, or the versatile Bronco Sport perfect for every road trip, Collier Ford has the right ride for you. Proudly serving the River region since 1952. We're here to keep you on the road.
Come to Collier.
The Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network is built by Russell Do-It Center. From key cutting and propane refills to contractor services and expert advice for your next project, turn to Russell Do-It Center in Wetumpka.
And welcome back to the RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty pregame show. I'm Mitch Petrie alongside Chandler Ward. Chandler, we talked about it just a little bit earlier, but this Indians team coming in on that 3-game win streak, really looking to pick up momentum and carry it into the area tournament. But we mentioned the last time they played the Tigers, scored 52 points on the lower side for this team. But, you know, as we get into this one, what are your keys to the game presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty? Chandler?
Well, for starters, Mitch, I'm going to have to go with setting screens. Setting screens is something we haven't seen out of either the Lady Indians or the boys really much this season. And like you said, they had a low margin game there, like low scoring in general. 50 points isn't usual for the Indians. So I think setting some screens is going to help them. And I think the Indians could be averaging around 70 points if they started setting some screens. Now, secondly, I'm going to have to go with defense. Now, as everyone always says, defense wins championships, and that is a promising fact right there. If you up that defense, which the Wetumpka Indians have definitely done that, they're going to win some championships. They've got a little bit of a reputation to uphold, considering they made it to the Sweet 16 last year in the playoffs. But like I said, if they keep that defense up, I'm smelling a championship.
Absolutely. Tend to agree with you there, Chandler, and this defense has really stuck out over the last couple of games. Buzzer is about to sound. We're almost ready to get underway here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. And didn't mention this much in the pregame show. You had Queen Ballard hit 1,000 points in that Lady Indians game. Similar milestone on the horizon here for Andrew Voiles. Needs 12 points to hit that same number, 1,000 career points. Excited to see him possibly gets that. Averages 14 points a game, so definitely not out of the question here. They're about to introduce their starting lineups here, and as they do so, I'll tell you about the Indians' starting lineup. First, we'll see what the Tigers have got to offer. Ready to get things underway are the Indians, and their mom's ready to shake their hands as they come up. It'll be exciting here for the Indians. First, though, Tigers. Your first starter of the night here for the Chilton County Tigers. It's going to be number 3, Demarion Floyd. Marshall Thornhill wearing jersey number 4, also going to get the start here for the Tigers. Caden Mink also going to get the start here. I would think back to that game in December. Mink really fired well from beyond the arc. Had a couple of made threes in that game, was the leading scorer for the Tigers, and probably looking to repeat that same performance here with a different result. Samuel Sims wearing jersey number 20, going to get the start here for the Tigers as well. Tigers wearing their blue uniforms with orange numbers and orange trim down the sides. Now, it's time for your starting lineups of the Indians, presented by First Community Bank. Jeremiah Smiley is going to get the start here like he has for a lot of this season, joined alongside Chris Robinson. Dylan Strickland running out there as well. First time we've seen him be able to suit up all season. Going to hug his mom there at the end. And excited about that, I'm sure Dylan is. Also, they're going to introduce all of the seniors here, but your 5 on the floor are going to be Smiley, Robinson, Ben Tucker, number 22, Andrew Voiles, and John Hudson Wingard. LT Davis comes out next. And getting ready, waiting for the announcement. Here's your starting 5. They'll get introduced after the seniors come. 7 seniors on this team at Chandler, and when you've got a lot of guys, almost half the team being seniors, what value does that add to the team as Smiley comes out on the court?
Well, you know, Mitch, that just lets you know that's a lot of emotional value for one, but for 2, that's a lot of chemistry right there. These boys have been playing together for 4 years, and it kind of just adds up how well Coach Thomas has put this team together. He's kept them all in this one spot, and as we've seen before, they have just put up some numbers and some great games. So I'm very excited to see what they have in store, but I am very sad to say that we will be losing these boys soon.
Absolutely, definitely a lot of chemistry on this team. John Hudson Wingard came out on the floor there. Nice handshake for him. And before that, it was Ben Tucker. Nice handshake from him and his mom. You could definitely see they practiced that one. Here comes the sharpshooter, Andrew Voiles. His mom ready to greet him. Puts the crown on top of her head, and the Indians love that one. It's a fun environment here tonight, and Voiles definitely a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. No, he's excited to hit that 1,000 points and bringing it home here for the Indians. Chris Robinson coming out on the floor. His mama there to greet him as well. Excited to see this one get underway. All smiles here for the Indians. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
from Radio Alabama Sports. This is the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Wetumpka basketball is presented by Collier Ford. Come on to Collier Ford. Proudly serving the River region for nearly 75 years. Online at collierfordinc.com. RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus. Kathy Thornton, Chad Barrett, and Beverly Wright are your River Region real estate experts. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
And it's time for tip-off now. Ben Tucker going to be the man to do the honors here for the Indians, but Tigers win the tip-off. It was Marshall Thornhill, and now with the rock is Demarion Floyd. Passes back over to Thornhill, back over to Floyd. Floyd starts driving inside, finds an open man in the corner. It's Samuel Sims. And good defense here from the Indians, not letting anything come easy. Brock Porter got up the shot, not going to fall through. Rebound goes to Robinson, coming the other way. Smiley, catch and shoot three. Looks like it might have been blocked there, and Porter snags the rebounds. Things getting off to a fast pace here to start. They find Mink down low, cutting along the baseline, reverse layup, and first points of the night belong to the Tigers by way of Caden Mink. Nice shot there. Voiles with it now on the near wing. He'll kick back up top. Chris Robinson's got it now. Back to Voiles, catch and shoot three. Short that time, off the front of the iron, and nobody able to grab the rebound. It'll trickle out of bounds. Tigers will have it.
And it looks like the Tigers are running a bit of a 2-3 defense here, and I got to say, Mitch, that can be pretty easy to break through as long as, like I said earlier, you're setting screens and you're moving the ball around pretty well.
Thornhill's got it now, trying to find some space, driving inside. Thought about the shot, kicks it back out. Caden Mink, deep three, off the mark. Rebound, John Hudson Wingard. He'll hand it off to his buddy, Voiles. Voiles with it now. Passes out to Smiley. Smiley over to Robinson, standing at the top of the arc. Robinson working on the far side wing. Now Ben Tucker over in the corner and back up top to Smiley. Robinson with it now, driving inside, jumper off the glass and bangs home. Indians tie it 2-2 from Chris Robinson's jumper. Floyd's got it now, still waiting to cross half court. Got to be wary of the 8-second violation there. And they get it. Just lost track of time there. A mental error from the Chilton County Tigers. Robinson will inbound it for the Indians.
You don't see it often, but when you get called for 8 seconds, that's typically not just on purpose.
They'll inbound it to the backcourt, and Andrew Voiles has it now. He's guarded by Caden Mink. Couple of passes now. Ben Tucker, corner three, off the backboard. No good there. Loose ball now. Ben Tucker shows off that hustle, goes up and corrals it. Voiles with it now. Voiles looking to do it all himself. Jumper. Shot might have been blocked there. Short arm. Good rebound there from Tucker. And Voiles off the mark that time. John Hudson Wingard tried to go back up with it. And now it's Thornhill coming the other way. Sorry, it was Mink who lays it up and in. All points for the Tigers belong to Caden Mink. They take the 4-2 lead. Robinson brings it across half court. He'll go over to Smiley, who gives it right back to Robinson. Over to Voiles now, far side wing, back to Robinson. Indians looking for some way to penetrate. And a couple of passes along the top of the arc. They find Voiles out on the near side wing. Voiles with a full head of steam. Not going to get the layup to go that time. Offensive board, Ben Tucker, Smiley for three. Too strong, off the back iron. Rebound goes to Marshall Thornhill. Mink with it now, guarded by Chris Robinson. Still slowing things down, but he'll fire a pass to Demarion Floyd. Floyd crashing inside, trying to put the moves on, rolls around, and rolls out. Ben Tucker there for the board yet again. He's done a great job cleaning up the glass. Robinson with it now, trying to crash inside. Dribble moves, no good. Voiles grabs the board, can't get the second chance points to go. And now Tigers with it again. Demarion Floyd has it. Calls for a screen from Brock Porter. Porter's open. They pass it to him. Three for the big man. Short. Rebound Tucker, and Robinson will bring it up. Slowing things down now is Robinson and the Indians. 4-2. It's been a low-scoring first quarter. Robinson, high-arcing pass there to John Hudson Wingard. Smiley snagged it, though. Was taken away there for a second. Smiley fired a pass, but it was right off the chest of Caden Mink, and Mink sticks with it, working the other way now, maybe trying to do it all himself. Picks up his dribble there for a second. Ben Tucker poked it out. Mink stuck with it, And a couple of things there as Smiley grabs the loose ball. Coach Thomas takes the timeout, saving the possession. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
First quarter action is brought to you by State Farm agent Jackson Hagan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Getting you back in the game faster. Baptist Ortho Now, your official orthopedic injury and recovery experts for the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Online at baptistfirst.org.
Back now here in Wetumpka. Indians trail it by 2, but halfway expired here in the first quarter. 4:06 left on the clock. Robinson will inbound it to Voiles. Now L.T. Davis, Tom Suddeth, and Caleb Ballard have all checked into the game.
Yeah, and with both Tom Suddeth and Caleb Ballard, Chilton County may have a bit of an issue just getting the ball up to the board in the paint.
Caleb Ballard drove inside there, wasn't able to get the layup to go. Rebound goes to the Tigers. They fire a cross-court pass to Thornhill. Drives inside, gets the nice jelly roll off the fingertips, and now a 4-point lead for the Tigers. Voiles with it now, slowing things down just a little bit here for the Tigers. Looking for Tom Suddeth down low, but pass between the fingertips of Tom Suddeth. And you'll get a substitution here before play will resume from the Tigers. Samuel Sims will check out of the game, and Marco Simon will come on the floor in his place. They fire it to Thornhill, and they find Porter open in the near side wing for 3. Bottom. Feet might have been on the line there. We'll have to see what they give him. They do give him full credit there for the 3, and a big man and 3 there for Brock Porter. L.T. Davis with it now on the far wing. Robinson over to Voiles. And high arcing pass there intended for Chris Robinson. Was poked away by Marshall Thornhill, but after he touched it, nobody able to get up and corral it. So it'll go out of bounds. Indians inbound it to Voiles. Robinson with it now. They send 2 over to defend him, and Voiles has it now. Voiles crashing to the rack, trying to do it all himself. Shot rejected there. L.T. Davis, though, hustles in, grabs it. Robinson with it now, and working towards the rack. Won't get the free throw, or won't get the shot to go there, but he'll get the foul call there. And that one goes against Marshall Thornhill of the Tigers. First foul of the game will send Robinson to the charity stripe.
And 9-2 isn't the ideal start for the Wetumpka Indians. This is not something normal we'll see, so let's hope they can step it up and clean this up just a little bit here.
First free throw good there from Robinson. Definitely a slower start than what we're used to seeing here from the Indians. Robinson drills the second one. All 4 points of the Indians belong to Chris Robinson. Indians coming out in that full court press here just a little bit. Thornhill with it now. Comes out, fires a cross-court pass to Simon, back to Thornhill at the free throw line. Tom Suddeth got his hand in there and rejected it. L.T. Davis corrals the rebound, and he'll underhand toss it there to Robinson. Robinson working on this near side wing, crashing to the rack. Jumper from about 8 feet, won't go down. Tom Suddeth hustles in. Royals thought about the 3, but don't think better of it. Bringing it back up top and resetting. Over to L.T. Davis, back to Voiles. Now they find Caleb Ballard at the free throw line. Fakes the pass there to L.T. Davis. They find Tom Suddeth down low, off the glass, and down home for Tom Suddeth. First points of the night for him. Indians trail by 3.
And a great way to just get himself down there in the paint. He's way too big for them to stop him, and he's just going to drive him straight down in.
Porter with it now. He hands it off to Marion Floyd, standing at the top of the arc, guarded by Tom Suddeth. It drives down in low. Floater off the mark, though. Robinson with the board. He'll find Caleb Ballard on that low post. Jumper from the elbow won't go down. Ball poked up in the air before Mink is able to corral it. Mink trying to go coast to coast. Layup too strong, but Marco Simon comes crashing for the board. They'll find an open man up top. It's Thornhill for 3. And now 12-6, Indians trail it with 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Robinson with it, far side wing. Bounce pass to Voiles, standing just in front of the half-court logo. Back over to Voiles from LT Davis. Voiles crashing down to the rack. Voiles wanted the foul call there. Looks like he got an elbow to the face. Won't go for him, no foul call. And they find a wide open man for three in the corner. It was Marco Simon off the mark that time. Robinson grabs the rebound though. 46 seconds left in the quarter. LT Davis over to Voiles. Far side for three. Wedgies out and won't go down for the Indians. Brock Porter grabs the rebound there for the Tigers and he'll pass it over to Demarion Floyd. 31 seconds left in this first quarter. And driving to the rack, it was Mink. Won't go down, throws up his hands. Maybe wanted the foul call there. Robinson, transition three. Rattles around, drops out. Caleb Ballard came soaring in for the rebound. Is poked up a couple of times. Good pump fake. Gets the guys in the air, and first points of the night there for Caleb Ballard.
And it's kind of looking like Chilton County is biting back after that 24-point loss. They're trying to put their names back up there.
They were driving to the rack. It was Demarion Floyd trying to do it all himself, but they'll get a foul call on the floor. Foul goes against Caleb Ballard. Say he made contact with the wrist there, and a chance to extend this lead back to 6 before the closing seconds of this first quarter. 2.9 on the clock, and first free throw off the mark there for Demarion Floyd. We'll get a couple of substitutions here from the Tigers before Floyd attempts that second free throw. That one drops through, and with 2.9 seconds left on the clock, Indians are going to have to hustle with it. Robinson smartly rolls the ball there, and Voiles picks it up, fires to Robinson, deep three. No good at the buzzer. Indians trail by 5 after 1. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Second quarter action is brought to you by Golf Video, live event and video production elevating your next project. Let Jackson Dean and his team make your event look like $1 million. Online at golfvideo.io.
It's time for the second quarter here. Buzzer just sounded and the team's getting ready to take the floor. Coach Thomas waiting to break the huddle, definitely trying to fire his guys up just a little bit there. Saw Voiles hit a shoe change between that quarter. Maybe he didn't like the new Jordans he put on, so he's back to the tried and true blue shoes there for Andrew Voiles. Hopefully that'll spark some life into this Indians team. Voiles going to be the man to inbound it for the Indians. They'll have possession to start it off. War chant going on in the background. And Lombardi is going to come out there now in place of LT Davis. It's Voiles, Robinson, Ballard, Sudduth, and Lombardi. They inbound it to Robinson here to get things underway in this second quarter. They find Voiles on the far side wing. Catch and shoot three there for Chris Robinson. Rattles around. Voiles comes crashing in for the rebound, but it was all loose ball on the floor before Brock Porter eventually picks it up for the Tigers. Demarion Floyd with it now, waiting to cross half court. And another 8-second violation there on the Tigers. Indians weren't even playing the full court press there, just maybe lost track of time.
And those are both going to go on Demarion Floyd, and honestly a little questionable there. That typically doesn't even happen once in a game.
Voiles gets the inbound there and gives it to Sudduth. Sudduth passes to Robinson near corner. Robinson putting the dribble, moves on before giving it back to Sudduth. Sudduth driving inside. Lost it there for a second, but they're going to draw the foul call there. Waiting to see who it goes against, and it'll go against Marco Simon of the Tigers, so Sudduth will head to the free throw line. First free throws of the night here coming for Tom Sudduth. First one just a little bit short off the iron as you get a substitution here. Isaiah DeJarnett will come on to the game. It's come into the game here for the Chilton County Tigers as Brock Porter will take a seat on the bench. Second free throw here coming for Sudeth. This one high arcing, short-armed again, 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Goes Tom Sudeth, rebound snagged by Floyd. He'll find a man in the corner. It's Braden Bowles. And a couple of passes now before it works its way back to Demarion Floyd out on the far side wing, trying to drive inside. And he passes to DeJarnett, and now it's Bowles with it, guarded by Voiles. Cross-court pass to Jordan Simon, the brother of Marco Simon, before it works its way back to Braden Bowles. Catch and shoot three. That one falls through. Indians trail it by 8 now, 16-8.
And we're seeing some great ball movement by the Chilton County Tigers, and it's something that the Indians are going to have to see. They're going to have to step up just a little bit there and lock in.
Boyles with it now, near side wing, trying to cut to the rack. Left-hand finish off the mark that time. Caleb Ballard grabs the miss, won't get it to go, and grabs his own miss that time, but he'll get fouled on the way up. And another chance at the free throw line here for the Indians. That foul goes against Demarion Floyd, first foul of the night for him. First free throw for Ballard drops right on through, and you'll get a couple of substitutions here. John Hudson Wingard will come into the game, taking the spot of Tom Sudeth, 9-16. Indians trail by 7. Ballard goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line, cutting in to this deficit. The Tigers on top by 6 now. It's Bowles with it now, and he'll fire over to Floyd, who lost it for a second, able to stick with it. He's guarded by Robinson. Bounce pass inside, and they were looking for DeJarnett, and he's not able to corral the pass there. It goes through his fingertips, but they'll say it was last touched by the Indians, so it'll stick on this end of the floor. It'll be Floyd to inbound this one. And officials having a quick talk about this. One of the officials was trying to say it belonged to the Indians, but other two disagree with him there. Almost had the 5-second violation, but they throw a long inbound pass to Marco Simon. It's Bowles with it now, and he'll give it over to Floyd. Floyd picks up his dribble and passes over in the corner. It was Jordan Simon. Caleb Ballard came in, blocked the shot, tried to stick with it, and Ballard get called for the foul there. Came crashing in after Simon was able to stick with it, tried to go up for it, and Ballard just misfired on the block attempt, caught him on the arm.
Hey, and good block there by Ballard, but when you get too aggressive like that, you risk a foul, and that's exactly what you get.
Second foul of the night on Caleb Ballard with 5 minutes and 54 seconds left to go here in this second quarter. Jordan Simon, first free throw won't go down for him. Tom Sudeth will come into the game, taking the spot of Caleb Ballard. Second free throw coming here for Simon. And he'll get it now, take a couple of dribbles, and second free throw will fall through there. So 17-10, Indians are trailing after the one made free throw there from Jordan Simon. Voiles, he's got it now. High arcing pass, top of the arc to Chris Robinson. Robinson was looking for Wingard down low, but pass was picked off there, and the loose ball on the floor. Nobody able to corral it, and they'll get a timeout there for the Chilton County Tigers right as Sudeth came in trying to tie it up. And good call of the timeout there by the Tigers, saving the turnover. Now, Chandler, Indians haven't been doing everything that we are used to seeing them do on offense. Now, if you're Coach Thomas, what are you telling your guys in the huddle right now?
Well, currently, I'm telling them right now, I'm going to say, let's go to work. Let's keep that team chemistry up. Let's work together, because a lot of these things we're seeing some lazy passes, Mitch, and that's not typically what we see out of this Indians offense. So I bet Coach Thomas is telling them, step up the game. Let's get fired up, and let's just make this team wish that they didn't come here tonight.
Tigers have the ball here to start this one. And they'll inbound it to Demarion Floyd. Floyd bringing it across half court. And now a high arcing pass there to Braden Bowles. He lays it up and in off the glass there, charging straight to the rack. 19-10, Indians trail. Voiles over to Lombardi, now to Winger. Back over to Robinson. Lombardi, now Voiles. Catch and shoot three. Short-armed that time. And Wingard able to hustle in, get the offensive board. Lombardi with it now, back up top to Voiles. Voiles driving inside, outside to Tom Suddeth. And the cross-court pass gets bumped as he threw it there. Was looking for Lombardi, but it went straight out of bounds here. You'll get a huge substitution for the Chilton County Tigers. Mass substitution, 5 players on, 5 players off.
Saw that a little bit in the girls' game, and I think that's something that both Chilton County coaches do is they're just trying to make sure that they can get all these players in and just nobody gets tired.
Robinson stole the pass there from Caden Mink. Good steal of a possession there. Robinson to the rack and one. Count it. That's 6 points there for Robinson as he cuts the deficit to 7 and a chance to cut it to 6 with a made free throw here. Robinson drops it through there. He's got 7 points on the night and cuts the deficit to 6. Couple of passes back and forth. Indians waiting for him at half court. Mink with it now. Driving down low. Foul called on the floor before he got the layup off. It'll go against Chris Robinson. And first foul of the night there against Chris Robinson. Mink's going to inbound it here for the Tigers, and it goes right into the hands John Hudson Wingard. Robinson brings it across half court, was trying to find Suddeth down low. Pass just a little bit too low. Picked off there by Brock Porter. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in this quarter. Picking up his dribble, it's Tobias Nix, but he'll find an outlet in Thornhill. Back over to Samuel Sims now. Sims trying to drive down low. Voiles steals it. Nobody home in front of him. And an easy layup there for Andrew Voiles. Sat on the rack there for a second, but first points of the night for him. Now Indians really starting to show this pressure, but they leave an open man. It's Thornhill for 3 off the mark. Voiles grabs the rebound, and it's become the Andrew Voiles show here in the last 30 seconds, trying to go coast to coast, doing it all himself. Got some contact there from Brock Porter. A little bit upset about the foul call. Happy to agree with him there. But now it's Mink working the other way. Lost his dribble, but it goes into the hands of Brock Porter. Pump fake. Ball goes in the air, and Robinson tries to grab the rebound. And they'll get John Hudson Wingard there for the foul, and it'll send Brock Porter to the free throw line. Robinson was not thrilled with that foul call, and I don't think Coach Thomas is either. But Indians only trailing by 4 now. Make it 5 after the made free throw. First of 2 there for Brock Porter. A couple of more substitutions here for the Tigers. Before Brock Porter shoots the second free throw. That one off the mark. And Suddeth and Robinson both trying to go for the rebound, but neither one of them able to come up with it. It'll go out of bounds. And getting another chance at extending this lead are the Chilton County Tigers. They inbound it to Demarion Floyd. He's racing around the top of the arc now, just in front of the half-court line. Smiley playing some tight defense, but he'll pass it over to Thornhill. Trying to look down low. And he made a move there. Brock Porter put the guys in the air, not able to make the layup. After finding the space, it was a good shot fake, but Indians working the other way now. Robinson trying to get the layup, rattles around, won't go down though. Before a misfired pass, Robinson steals it, finds Voiles, sends his defender flying on by. Indians love it. Voiles with 4 now. 17-20. Indians trailing by just 3.
Voiles chipping away at that 1,000-point mark. 8 more to go, and he's going to be up there.
And Brock Porter, nice finish at the rack there, extends this lead back to 5. with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. Smiley with it on the near side wing, passes to John Hudson Wingard in the corner. Cross-court pass, far side wing. Robinson finds Suddeth down low, and a good pass from Suddeth to Jeremiah Smiley. Smiley was trying to cut to the rack there. John Hudson Wingard lowers his shoulder, tries to draw some contact there. Shot was blocked, though, by Brock Porter. Flew right on out of bounds, but last touched by the Tigers. Indians will inbound it. Up top to Robinson from Voiles. Voiles for three. Off the mark that time. Smiley comes charging in, grabs the rebound, lost it on the dribble there. Poked out by Floyd. Thornhill with it now. Caden Mink for three. Airballed it, but it stays with the Tigers. It comes crashing in was Demarion Floyd. Gets his first points of the night there with some second chance points, and Indians trail by 7. Robinson finds Suddeth down low. He was looking for Voiles back up top. Caden Mink stole it away. Nobody home in front of him. Puts it down. And they'll tee up. Caden Mink there hung on the rim for just a little bit too long. Costly mistake there. But this Chilton County Tigers love it. But Indian student section reminding him that that is a technical foul there. And so they'll send Andrew Voiles here to the free throw line.
Voiles will make his first, and once again, chipping right away.
We mentioned earlier, Voiles needs 12 points here tonight. That one drops through for Voiles. He's halfway there. 6 points for him on the night. Indians steal another possession because of that technical foul. LT Davis is going to check into the game here. He'll replace Tom Suddeth. Coach Thomas here going with a little bit of speed on the court. Only one big man out there. It's John Hudson Wingard. And it's all seniors out there right now for the Indians. Robinson will inbound it to Voiles. Voiles kicks it over to LT Davis. Davis back to Voiles. But Voiles picks up his dribble there and passes over to Smiley and gives it right back to him. They find Robinson standing at the free throw line. Good find there from Jeremiah Smiley. He went up for it. But they'll call a foul as Smiley went up for it. Was waiting to see what the officials were discussing. One official just said it went out of bounds. It was a clean block. But they'll call the shooting foul there. And the shooting foul goes against Marco Simon there. It'll send Jeremiah Smiley back to the free throw line. Indians have made quite a few trips here to the free throw line tonight, Chandler.
Yeah, absolutely. They're getting those free points here, and as long as they can continue to make those, that's going to be a huge advantage. You know, they're facing off against a team that's a lot bigger than most, and they're not too used to that. So if they can continue to allow them to play too aggressive on them, they're going to win.
Both free throws drop through there for Jeremiah Smiley, 21-6. Indians trail by 5 with a minute and a half left. Mink with it now, trying to do it all himself. Tried to finish through some contact there, not able to get the layup to go. Robinson with it now after Wingard snagged the board and gave it to him. Robinson trying to drive down low, and he'll get called for a travel. He was trying to drive inside, get some contact there, but he'll get called for the travel as he fell. Indians here in this full court pressure, but Thornhill is going to be the man to start things up. He's trying to find somewhere to go with it. LT Davis almost came over, picked off the pass, but nothing doing. Demarion Floyd with it now. Nice pass, no look pass there. Found an open man in Marco Simon, who drops it through, extending this lead back to 7. Voiles with it now, 56 seconds left here in the first half. Robinson gets the pass there from Davis, and no looks it back to him. Voiles now near side wing, inside to the free throw line. It's Robinson. Jump shot floater off the mark. Rebound fighting between Simon and Wingard, but it'll be a jump ball, and possession arrow points the way of the Tigers. It'll be theirs.
Indians have hopped up into that full court press, and that is something that you like to see out of them. That just proves that they're ready to hustle, and that defense is going to start moving.
Thornhill had it for a second, lost it, but they'll call the foul on Robinson, and Indian student section doesn't like it. Neither does Chris Robinson. Thought it was all clean there, but gets called for the foul regardless. Second foul there on Robinson with 35.5 seconds left in this first half. Robinson's now going to come out and take a seat. Lombardi will come on and take his place for what is likely going to be this lineup for the rest of the quarter. Just 35 seconds. Wingard steals the inbound pass, puts his defender on skates, can't get the layup to go. Wingard grabs his own miss off the square that time. No problem for John Hudson Wingard, who picks up his first points on senior night. 23 seconds left now, and Tigers get it across half court. They were looking for Marco Simon. Ball came out of his hand there. Came right by his hand, rather. He touched it there for a second, but it trickles on out of bounds. Indians have it. 17 seconds left. Lombardi inbounds it to Voiles. Now Voiles trying to direct traffic here. He'll kick it over to Smiley. Smiley back to Voiles. Voiles near side wing. He finds Lombardi in the near corner. Lombardi starts to drive inside. Smiley up top for three. Too strong. Simon grabs the rebound, but to no avail. Indians trail by 5, heading into the locker room. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for the City of Wetumpka halftime show on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trust in a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
Now is the perfect time to start your future at Central Alabama Community College. CAC's next mini-term begins March 9th, giving you a fast, flexible way to earn college credit or start a new career path. With campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville, CAC offers affordable classes designed to fit your schedule. Don't wait for fall. Get started this spring. Apply online today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Hungry for fresh, flavorful seafood? Come to Wharf Casual Seafood, your local spot for shrimp, crab claws, mahi-mahi, and all your coastal favorites. Looking for a budget-friendly bite? Check out our tasty lunch specials featuring wraps, salads, shrimp, and more. Wharf Casual Seafood, wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. For more than 70 years, Collier Ford has been proudly serving the River region since 1952, helping families and businesses hit the road with confidence. When you think trucks, think Collier Ford, home of the legendary Ford F-150, built tough to handle any job. If adventure is calling, Collier Ford has the bold and capable Ford Bronco, ready to take you off the beaten path. Want that same spirit in a smaller package? The Bronco Sport is waiting for you at Collier Ford. From great ideas to family service, Collier Ford makes buying your next vehicle easy, fun, and stress-free. So whether you're hauling, exploring, or just cruising through town, make your next stop Collier Ford. Test drive your next Ford today, and remember, come on to Collier Ford in Wetumpka.
Come to Collier.
This is the City of Wetumpka Halftime Show on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
And welcome to the City of Wetumpka Halftime Show. Indians trail it currently 28-23 in the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth. Chandler Ward alongside Mitch Petrie and Chandler. Indians not exactly what you want to see in senior night, trailing by 5. What do the Indians need to do to get back on top in this one?
Well, they're going to have to continue that full court press, Mitch. We don't see it too often. It started off strong in the beginning of the season, and they kind of died out doing it. But we're seeing it more tonight, given that they were down by 9 points. That was the most they were down by, and they're slowly trickling back up. But in order to stay like that, like I said, full court press is the key to this game. If they don't continue this, it might be very bad for them.
Yeah, well, you look at the other end of the floor offensively, Indians have kind of struggled to find a rhythm. It's been in and out. You've had some stretches where the Indians really felt like they were just going to come surging back, but then as soon as that happens, Chilton County kind of comes right back on top. And for the Indians, Chris Robinson's got 7 points so far. He's got a couple of steals, 3 steals to go with it, 5 boards for him as well. And just 2 assists there for Chris Robinson, averaging 9.7 assists a game. So definitely something to keep an eye on the other end. Andrew Boyles has got 6 points for the Indians, halfway to that 12 that he wants so bad. Wants to definitely hit 1,000 career points here in front of this home crowd. And the Indians also had a couple other guys get on the board. Tom Sutton has 4 points, as does Caleb Ballard, John Hudson Wingard, and Smiley, both with 2. But Chandler, what do the Indians need to do offensively to kind of get things going?
Well, I think the Indians are going to have to stop with the lazy passes a little bit, kind of tighten up there. And I think they're going to have to play just a little bit more aggressive, Obviously, they're playing a bigger team than usual, but that doesn't matter. See, the Indians are a great team, extremely dominant. They've got Caleb Ballard, they've got Tom Sutton, and they've got John Hudson Wingard. If they can just get the ball down low to those 3 and they can play dominantly, I think this game could be a breeze for the Indians.
Yeah, and I think back to some of these big wins in the last couple of weeks, and a lot of the scoring has come from inside the paint, down in that low post. You've got Robinson, who had 30 and 18 in the 2 games last week, just put on an absolute clinic. And not to mention Caleb Ballard dropped a 30 bomb as well against Marbury. And so, you have your 2 bigs in terms of Sutton and Ballard with just 6 or 8 points between the 2 of them. Wingard has another 2 as well, but to me, that's something that really jumps off, and I think Coach Thomas is really going to be talking about heading into the second half, is getting the ball to the bigs, letting them go to work in that low post. That's something that this team has done well all season, and we're going to look to continue doing in this second half.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a face-off against Brock Porter Jr., and he's been doing pretty good tonight. He has a 3-point shot, 6 in total, and for a big man, a 3-point shot is not typical, especially not in high school, but if they can just put a body on them and go to work, I can definitely see that both of them could hit double digits and carry the Indians to a win tonight.
Well, just a couple minutes left to go here in halftime. You're listening to the City of Wetumpka Halftime Show on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. We'll be back for some third quarter action here in just a couple minutes as the Indians look to claw back into this one on senior night, and the Tigers hope to play spoiler.
Now is the perfect time to start your future at Central Alabama Community College. CAC's next mini-term begins March 9th, giving you a fast, flexible way to earn college credit or start a new career path. With campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville, CAC offers affordable classes designed to fit your schedule. Don't wait for fall. Get started this spring. Apply online today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In Wetumpka, we take pride in our hometown. And so does Brent Turner, owner of Precision Floor Care. A Wetumpka graduate and now a local small business owner, Brent built Precision Floor Care on a commitment to serve his community. From tile and grout work to stone, pavers, and concrete, Precision Floor Care delivers precise, hard surface flooring solutions that protect the places that matter most. Precision Floor Care. Precise, hard surface flooring solutions. Learn more at callpfc.com.
When it comes to real estate in the River region, trust the team that puts you first. Chad Barrett, Beverly Wright, and Kathy Thornton. With experience, dedication, and a commitment to making every move smooth, they're here to guide you whether you're buying, selling, or investing. Together at RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, they're the names families across our community count on. Call today and let Chad, Beverly, or Kathy help with your next move.
Third quarter action is brought to you by Radio Alabama Sports. Game on. Online at radioalabamasports.net.
It's third quarter action here. Indians have possession to start. They'll give it to Robinson. Voiles with it now over to Smiley. Bounce pass down low to Sudduth. Sudduth working down low, trying to do it all himself. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar reminiscent. Hook shot there for Tom Sudduth. Drops right in. And Indians trail by 3 coming out of that first possession here in the second half. Indians still playing this full court pressure and hustling to get across court. Now is Demarion Floyd. Floyd went up for it, but before he could get the shot off, Jeremiah Smiley came in, swatted it. They'll say it was last touched by the Tigers, and Indians have possession here, looking to cut this gap even further.
And Jeremiah Smiley is a terrifying player to be up against. Number 3 out there is someone you don't want to face off against defense.
Smiley with it now, kick it over to Voiles. Voiles catch and shoot 3, bottom. Nice shot there from Andrew Voiles, just one more 3, and he'll have that 12 points and hit the 1,000 career mark. Long range 2, fade away from Caden Mink, and the Tigers. Indians have tied it up at 28. Smiley looking for Robinson. Not able to corral the pass, looking just to move a little bit too fast there was Chris Robinson. Trickles out of bounds, but might have been poked away there. They say it was last touched by the Tigers, so Indians will keep possession of it. They'll find a wide open Voiles. Deep 3. Offensive board there, though. Caleb Ballard got it poked away there by the Tigers, but Indians still have possession of it. Voiles will be the man to inbound it. And if you know anything about Andrew Voiles, I can almost guarantee you that this 1,000-point shot is going to come by way of a 3-pointer. Smiley over to Voiles. Back over to Smiley. Back to Voiles. Looking down low. Caleb Ballard out on the far wing. Now inside to Robinson. Underhand pass to Voiles. Voiles back up top to Smiley. Bounce pass to Sudduth. Sudduth trying to do it. Indians take the lead for the first time in the game, 30-28. They came out with all the momentum, and Indians have gone on a 7-point run here coming out of halftime. Tigers still searching for the first bucket of the second half. Stepping into a 3, it's Demarion Floyd off the mark. Rebound goes to Andrew Voiles. Voiles picks up his dribble now on the far side wing. Cross-court pass to Smiley. Now Sudduth down low. Robinson just below the bucket. Alley-oop, Caleb Ballard not able to put it down.
And that right there would have been a stellar slam.
They find Caden Mink in transition, who lays up the easy 2. Ties it back at 30. Robinson with it now, finds Smiley in the near corner. He was looking for Caleb Ballard. Ball was poked away and into the hands of Samuel Sims. Sims finds Thornhill down low. Sudduth came up and came in with the foul. Layup won't go there for Thornhill, but he'll head to the free throw line with a chance to take the lead back here for the Tigers.
And now it looks like the Indians, like you said, are coming back out with that momentum. they're definitely ready to put on a show here tonight, and Coach Thomas definitely had some words of wisdom in the locker room.
First free throw drops through there for Thornhill. Tigers take the lead back, and it's a 2-point lead now after Thornhill makes them both. Robinson inbounds it to Voiles. Caden Mink waiting to greet him at half court. Pass over to Robinson now. And he'll find Tom Suddeth, who loses the dribble there. Suddeth had it in the far corner, went for the overhand move, went to go with the dribble, and just slipped right on out of his hands, out of bounds, and a costly turnover there on the Indians. Indians still playing this full court pressure. And almost poked away there for a second, but able to hustle for it was Marshall Thornhill, who'll find Caden Mink trying to crash to the basket. An underhand layup, nowhere close that time. But rebound by Marshall Thornhill. He'll give it up to Brock Porter. Brock Porter standing at the top of the arc. He'll find Sims. Underhand pass over to Floyd. Floyd lost it. Caleb Ballard has it. And as Ballard was running, looks like he got fouled there. Held for a second there. Indians thought it was a foul, as did I, but it'll be a turnover there on the Indians. Thornhill to inbound it for the Tigers. And they'll inbound it to the near corner. It's Floyd. Driving jumper off the mark there. Floater won't go down, but he'll head to the free throw line. Will DeMarion Floyd.
Refs blowing their whistle against the Indians once again. Jeremiah Smiley's going to catch that one on a shooting foul, and Smiley not too happy with it, saying he had his hands up, jumped straight up, but I'm not too sure if he did or not.
And first free throw falls through there for DeMarion Floyd. First points of the second half for him. That one drops right through also. Two made free throws there for DeMarion Floyd, extending this lead 34-30 with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Voiles with it in the near corner. Up top, Caleb Ballard, and now working its way all the way across. Caleb Ballard's got it. One bounce to collect himself. Caleb Ballard layup, count the bucket, and one coming.
And even with the hand on the ball, Caleb Ballard's way too dominant, and Brock Porter is not going to be able to stop that force right there.
Second foul of the night against Brock Porter, and one free throw falls through there for Caleb Ballard, and it's a 1-point game now. And trouble with the inbound there. Bounce pass was looking for DeMarion Floyd. It took him all the way to the sideline, and he'll step on the sideline before he can get it in bounds.
And it looks like Miller Lombardi is going to come on, subbing Jeremiah Smiley out. And let's see if Lombardi can pick up with this defense the Indians are putting on tonight.
Voiles catch and shoot three, rattles around, won't go down off the inbound pass. Chris Robinson almost had the steal there for a second. And trying to do it all himself, it's Floyd off the glass and down through, 36-33. Voiles with it now. He'll pass over to Lombardi. Lombardi picks up the dribble, and he'll pass up top to Caleb Ballard. Voiles on the far wing, finds Robinson in the far corner. Ball was poked out there for a second. Touched a couple of people on its way out. They'll say Ballard was the last man to touch it, and so Tigers will have it again. But this full court pressure has been working wonders for the Indians. They let up a little bit this time. It's Floyd with it, who'll cross half court. Pass to Caden Mink. Now over in the far corner, it's Simon. Simon cross-court pass to his brother, and he'll hand it off to Floyd. Floyd cutting inside along the baseline, and a couple of nice passes there. They find Simon up top, three airballed, but right into the hands there of Floyd, who lays it up and in. First made field goal of the second half there for DeMarion Floyd. Back to a 5-point game. Indians trail it 38-33. Lombardi near corner. The triple bottom. Big shot there from Miller Lombardi to close this gap back to two. Trading possessions back and forth are the Indians. Caden Mink hustling with it. He'll underhand pass it out to Brock Porter. Porter was calling for the screen, and he'll hand it off there back to Mink. And Mink driving down inside there. They'll call the foul. I think this one's going to go against Chris Robinson. It'll actually go against Sudeth. Second foul against him. And that'll send Mink to the free throw line.
And Mink sure is having his way here tonight with drawing fouls like crazy, getting himself sent to the line, and that's something that a lot of coaches look for in a player.
First free throw, short arm there. Indian student section loves it as John Hudson Wingard will come into the game for Tom Sudeth. Second free throw coming here for Mink, trying to extend this lead for the Tigers. That one rolls off the front iron, drops through. Friendly roll there for Caden Mink, and it'll extend the lead for the Tigers to 3. Boyles are going to walk the ball across half court now. Voiles cross-court pass to Lombardi. Good find, and Chris Robinson crashing along the baseline there, and he'll run into a flurry of arms. Call the foul on the floor there, and it goes against Jordan Simon. First foul of the night for him. Robinson going to inbound it now to Voiles. Back to Robinson. Robinson mid-range jumper, bottom. 1 point game again. Indians cut it 39-38. Mink already on the other end of the floor trying to pick up the pace are the Tigers. Brock Porter working down low. Won't go that time. Offensive board and off the mark. It was blocked by Caleb Ballard, that put-back attempt, but it wedgies into the side of the iron there, and that is a jump ball when it gets stuck over there, so it'll count as a possession. Arrow points the way of the Tigers. They'll keep possession of it. They find a wide-open man in Marco Simon. He lays it up and in. Wingard came in, tried to contest it at the last moment, but Simon able to put it through anyway. Back to a 3-point game. Boyles to Wingard up at the top of the arc. Now over to Robinson on the far wing. Over to Andrew Voiles. Looked like he might have thought about the three there for a second, but just a couple of passes there. They'll get a kickball there called against the Tigers.
And here comes LT Davis subbing Miller Lombardi out, and it looks like Coach Thomas might be leaning for some speed and some defense.
Well, those are two things that LT Davis definitely brings to the table anytime he's out on the floor. Just a freak athlete is LT Davis. Boyles will get ready to inbound this one way up top to Chris Robinson. Has to go up, snacks it with one hand there. And now Robinson back over to Voiles. Catch and shoot three. Rattles around. Back to Voiles off the offensive board from Wingard. Voiles steps back out. Started driving inside there for a second, but will bring it up top and reset it. Over to LT Davis. Now Voiles. Far wing. Now Chris Robinson. Robinson still with it now. Over to Voiles. Nobody home for Voiles. Fakes the three. Finds LT Davis in the corner. Triple, no good that time. Rebound there for the Tigers. They come on the fast break trying to do it, and they lay it up and in. Back to a 3-point game. Sorry, 5-point game, that is. It was Floyd who made that bucket. Robinson with it now. Over to Wingard. Voiles has got it near side wing. Robinson with it now. Three off the mark, but an offensive board, an off the glass putback there for Caleb Ballard. 40-43, and Coach Thomas will take a timeout here, and as he does, we'll take one of our own. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
This is Beverly Wright. What I love most about real estate in Central Alabama is helping families find the right place to call home. It's not just about houses, it's about community and the memories you'll make there. If you're ready to start your journey, I'd love to help. Call me, Beverly Wright, with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty.
Back now, a minute and 2 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Indians will have possession here to start this one back up. Sorry, actually, the Tigers will have possession. Indians walked over like they were getting ready for an inbound, but they're just coming out in that full court press yet again. Inbounding for the Tigers, it's Floyd, and he'll give it over to Bowles. Bowles to DeJarnett now, and Jarnett Passes over to Demarion Floyd there, but passed it just a little bit too early. He still had his foot behind the backcourt, and that's a violation there. As Lombardi checks up to the scorer table, he'll take the spot of LT Davis.
And we've got some chants from the student section cheering on Andrew, and I wonder why, man.
Voiles has got it now at the W in half court. 48 seconds left to go and ticking in quarter number 3. Alley-oop, Caleb Ballard puts it down. That came out of nowhere. What a pass from Andrew Voiles, and a great dunk there from Caleb Ballard.
And oh my gosh, Caleb Ballard, just an eagle in the sky here tonight, throwing the jam down.
Voiles with it now, driving to the rack. Goes up for it, can't get the layup to go, and they'll call the blocking foul there against Caden Mink. Andrew Voiles to the free throw line with a chance to take the lead back here for the Indians. Voiles drops through that first free throw, 2 points away from the 12 he needs now. That free throw ties the game here with 22 seconds left to go in the third quarter, 43-43, and a big free throw here coming for Andrew Voiles. Bottom, no problem there for Voiles. He just needs one more to get that 1,000-point mark. Working the other way now, it's Braden Bowles. And he'll pass it. Before he can get the pass off, though, they'll get him for the travel. 13.9 seconds. Indians take their second lead of the night here.
And it's looking like Coach Thomas is playing a bit of a defense-offensive game here. Subbing Miller, Lombardi, and LT Davis back and forth so he can get some strong defense and some strong offense.
Voiles crash into the rack. Layup off the mark that time. Rebound goes to the Tigers, 6 seconds left, but Chris Robinson playing some tight defense there on Bowles. Bowles trying to do it all himself. They'll get him for the double dribble. 1.7 seconds left in this quarter, and a couple of just costly mistakes there from the Tigers. Voiles gets it, full court heave, and nowhere close. We're a 1-point lead here. Indians on top after 3. We'll be right back for fourth quarter action and what's been an exciting contest so far tonight. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's fourth quarter time here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. I'm Mitch Petrie alongside Chandler Ward. And Indians get possession here to start this quarter. Robinson has it, brings it across half court, putting on the dribble move, step back, jumper, rattles around, falls through. Andrew Voiles, hustle play, put back. He's got it. 1,000 career points for Andrew Voiles. Showing off the hustle play, why he's the leader of this team, and what a way to earn 1,000 for Andrew Voiles. Congratulations to him. Caden Mink, tough shot, answers right back, and it's still a 1-point lead here for the Indians. Voiles with it now, driving to the rack, trying to finish through some contact, wasn't able to get the shot up, but he'll draw the foul on the shot there, heading back to the charity stripe, Andrew Voiles.
And that big 1-0-0-0 is definitely going to strike something in Andrew Voiles here tonight.
Voiles at the free throw line, and now drops in that first one there.
Let's give Andrew Voiles a round of applause. 1,000 points.
As you hear the PA announcer let everybody know, Voiles with 1,000. And another made free throw there for Andrew Voiles. And a turnover there as they were trying to break the full court pressure. Voiles gets the ball on the outside and tries to drive in for a second, lost his dribble. He'll give it over to Robinson. Far side wing. Robinson driving inside, lost the dribble, went right into the hands of Marshall Thornhill. Floyd with it now, brings it across half court, trying to hustle before picking up his dribble. DeJarnett out on the top, trying to drive down low, and a nice floater there. Tigers take the lead right back, 48-47. First points of the night for him.
A very close game here tonight, and this is something that I know I'm loving to see, and I know a lot of others are.
Voiles with it now. Over to LT Davis, back to Voiles. Voiles inside Robinson. Caleb Ballard, three-pointer. Off the mark that time, but Ballard grabs his own board. Lost it on the way in, but Voiles able to corral it. And driving inside, Voiles had it blocked and poked out. LT Davis guarding Caden Mink, who's trying to do it all himself. Mink spins around, and they'll draw the foul there. Won't get the shot to go, but heading to the free throw line, it's Caden Mink, and that's the first foul of the night against LT Davis.
And his first is going to go here at the charity stripe.
Things tied at 48 now. And a second made free throw there from Mink will give the Tigers the lead back, 49-48. Voiles has it and he'll pass it over to Smiley. Back to Voiles standing in front of the half-court W. Smiley with it again, back over to Voiles. Voiles has got a little bit of space on the near side wing, but he gives it back over to Smiley. Smiley trying to drive inside, shot blocked, sticks with it, did not save it from going out of bounds. Thought he did there for a second, but he steps on the baseline there with 6 minutes and 1 second left to play.
Indians continuing that full court press, and it's going to work out in their favor here this time.
Yeah, Sudduth pokes it away right into the hands of Andrew Voiles. Voiles double teamed, but he finds an outlet in Sudduth. Sudduth crashing along the baseline. Layup no good. Rebound for Caleb Ballard. Lays it up and in. Indians back on top by 1, courtesy of Caleb Ballard. It's DeJarnett now. He passes out to Brock Porter. Porter trying to work inside on Sudduth and lost it on his way up there. Not sure if he wanted to pass it or shoot it there, but just flew right on out of bounds. Turnover there on the Tigers, and they'll take a timeout. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
It's never too late to take the next step. The Central Alabama Community College Adult Learning Program helps adults 18 and older earn their GED or even a high school diploma. You can also prepare for the workforce with short-term certificates in medical billing and coding, medical assisting, pharmacy technician, or hospitality and culinary. Flexible classes fit your schedule, and your future starts today. Visit cacc.edu/adult education or call 256-378-2017. CACC Adult Learning Program. Discover you.
Back now in what has been a back and forth contest. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left to go here in regulation. Indians on top by 1, 50-49. They'll have possession here after that turnover to start things back up again. Voiles will inbound it to Robinson. Things back underway now. Robinson with it, flies right on by Mink. Working to the baseline, shot blocked there by Brock Porter. Rebound Thornhill, and now Floyd has it coming the other way. Floyd for a 3, off the mark that time. Voiles grabs the rebound there for a second. It was poked out by Marshall Thornhill, and Indians still retain possession. Voiles gets the inbound pass from Lombardi and brings it across half court. Back over to Lombardi and back to Voiles now. Indians trying to penetrate this defense inside, but they won't do so. Back over to Lombardi, and Ballard had it there for a second. I think they'll blow a foul. They will there. That one goes against Thornhill, 2 on him. And Indians will inbound it from below their own bucket.
And the Tigers are running a tough 2-3 defense, and it's been pretty hard to break through for the Indians.
And Tom Suddeth grabs the inbound there, puts it right up and in, and Indians extend the lead to 3. Hustling the other way, it's Demarion Floyd trying to get things going quickly. He'll back up now, and they'll call him for the carry there. Turnover on the Tigers. Voiles inbounds it to Robinson. 4 minutes and 27 seconds left to go. Voiles with it, near side wing. Looking for somebody to pass to, and he gives it to Robinson. Robinson picks up his dribble, back over to Voiles. Now Caleb Ballard standing just above the free throw line, back to Voiles. Voiles thought about the 3, but will bounce pass it over to Chris Robinson. Driving inside, back up to Lombardi. Floater off the mark. Robinson grabs the offensive board and lays it up and in off the fingers. Good shot there from Chris Robinson. Indians with a 5-point lead now. Mink trying to cut back into it. Think better. Pass to Thornhill for 3 from the far corner. Suddeth grabs the miss and hands it off to Robinson. Robinson finds Caleb Ballard there. Lays it up and in. Had the ball poked there for a second. Finishes right through it. Does Caleb Ballard. He's come alive here in the second half. Floyd has his shot blocked by Tom Suddeth on the other end of the floor. Tigers really starting to push the pace here off the inbound as the Indians take a commanding 7-point lead, their largest of the game.
Yeah, and the Indians are definitely getting something in there. You know, something has definitely sparked up in them, and they're starting to play a lot better than they did in the first half.
Porter gets the inbound before giving it over to Floyd, and they'll get Andrew Voiles for the foul call there. I thought that was an offensive foul there against Floyd. Extended the elbow, but it'll go against Voiles. Thornhill to inbound it, looking for someone. He finds Floyd in the near corner. Loses it there. Caleb Ballard comes away with it. Ballard slows things down, and he'll give it to Chris Robinson. Robinson, good pass there to Suddeth, standing in the paint. The spin move, drops it through. Tom Suddeth extends this lead here for the Indians, 50-49.
And Suddeth just going to work. And like I said before, just going to work is all they need to do. Use those big bodies. And it looks like a technical foul has been called on number 1. That would be Marco Simon.
They wanted to tech. They did not call it. That was the Indians hopefully trying to get one, but it is an off-ball offensive foul there against Marco Simon. 3 on Simon there. Voiles inbounds it to Lombardi, who gives it right back to him. Andrew with it now, guarded by Caden Mink. They come out and they double team him, and that leaves a man open. It's Miller Lombardi. Thought about the 3, but he'll think better of it. Voiles over, far side pass to Robinson, working along the baseline, but he'll just come back out and loop around, trying to reset it. They find Lombardi over to Voiles, and Voiles driving inside, spin move.
And he'll get called for a travel.
Yeah, so it gets called for the travel there on the spin move. Think that pivot's foot just slid ever so slightly, but right in front of the officials, they're going to call that. Indians with a 9-point lead, 2.5 minutes left to go here in regulation, and it feels like the Tigers are starting to get a little bit desperate here. Thornhill with it now, and he'll give it over to Bowles. Bowles with it, and he'll pass over to Porter, who faked the 3 there, now trying to work inside. A cross-court pass over to Thornhill. They feed it to Porter under the basket. A good find there. Brock Porter tries to cut into this Indians lead, but they're still on top by 7, 58-51. They're coming out in the full court press, and they leave a man open. Tom Suddeth driving down low, looking for Caleb Ballard. Caleb telling him to settle down there a little bit. Turnover on the Indians. Misfired pass, and Tigers going to have possession now.
That's going to be LT Davis coming back in for that defense, subbing Miller Lombardi out.
Davis here going to go up and guard the inbounder. It's Braden Bowles, but he'll find a man in Mink. Mink guarded by Robinson here, and he'll get it across half court. Charging down low, he's looking for Brock Porter, not able to collect the pass there. Bounced it for a second, but he does so right on top of the baseline. Turnover there on the Tigers. Another substitution, Lombardi back in for Davis, and I think you nailed it earlier, just a little bit of offensive defensive subbing. A timeout here by the Tigers, going to try to collect themselves and find a way to get back into this one. 1:42 left. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
When a sports injury has you sidelined, Baptist Ortho Now offers comprehensive orthopedic care with no appointment from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with board-certified specialists treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment. Baptist Ortho Now, getting you off the bench and back in the action. East Chase across from Target.
Back now, Indians lead it by 7, 1:42 left here in quarter number 4. Robinson and the Indians will have possession to start the quarter, and a high pass over to Tom Sudduth, who gives it right back to Robinson. Voiles with it now, and they'll come crash on Voiles, trying to trap him, but some good ball movement here from the Indians. They won't let it happen. Sudduth with it now over to Robinson. They find Lombardi in the corner. Sudduth cross-court pass to Andrew Voiles, and I think Indians are going to try to eat away as much of this clock as they can. They're just passing it around, and Mink comes over and fouls Tom Sudduth, but Indians not in the bonus yet. They'll have to inbound it again. And that's the third foul that goes against Caden Mink of the Tigers. Robinson going to inbound it now, and he does so to Sudduth. Will foul Sudduth again, and this time I believe it'll send the Indians to the free throw line as they are now in the bonus, and that's 4 on Caden Mink.
Mink, arguably the star player for the Tigers tonight, is now facing foul trouble with only a minute left, and that could be dangerous for the Tigers, but very much an advantage for the Indians.
And Sudduth misses that free throw. Airballed it, and he just looked around. He doesn't even know what happened on that one. Sudduth, though, collecting himself and about ready to shoot his second. Indians lead it by 7, 1:20 left in regulation. That one rattles around. Porter grabs the rebound. No good there from Sudduth. 0 for 2 on the trip to the line. Tigers trying to find an open shot there. They pass it in the far corner. It's Marco Simon. Porter for 3. Rolls around, won't go down. Caleb Ballard has it there for a second. Marshall Thornhill fouls him just about immediately. Third foul of the night against Marshall Thornhill. And Caleb Ballard at the free throw line. No problem there for Caleb Ballard. Extends this Indians lead to 8. Nothing but net on the way down. Ballard not so lucky that second time. Porter tips the rebound there for a second. They saved it from going out of bounds, but a high arcing pass. It's stolen by LT Davis. And Robinson with it now, trying to work across half court before Demarion Floyd comes over and fouls him. I believe that'll be the second foul there against Floyd, and it will. Robinson at the free throw line, one of the best free throw shooters on this Indians team. And the announcer jinx in a full effect there. Robinson short arms that one, not going to go down. Ben Tucker will come into the game here for Tom Sudduth.
We're going to hear a couple cheers from the Indians crowd for Ben Tucker because he definitely is an all-around loved guy.
Fan favorite is Ben Tucker. Chris Robinson drops through the second free throw. Indians lead it by 9 now, 50 seconds left to go. It's Floyd comes crashing down. He was looking for a man. Ben Tucker picks it off. Voiles has got it now, working his way across half court in 35 seconds and ticking. He'll kick over to LT Davis. They find Ben Tucker. Corner three for Tucker. Short-armed it that time. Robinson almost comes away with the steal there. And now just Tigers trying to scrape and claw. Tucker pokes it out again. 13 seconds. Robinson has got it on the other end of the floor. Caleb Ballard, boom! Exclamation point finish there for Caleb Ballard. 62-51, the Indians snatch victory from the claws of defeat on senior night. Trailed for just about the entire game, flipped it around here in the fourth quarter, and Indians get the much-deserved win here for senior night, 62-51. Stick around, though. We'll be right back in just a few moments for the RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus post-game show.
Now is the perfect time to start your future at Central Alabama Community College. CAC's next mini-term begins March 9th, giving you a fast, flexible way to earn college credit or start a new career path. With campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville, CAC offers affordable classes designed to fit your schedule. Don't wait for fall. Get started this spring. Apply online today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
This is Beverly Wright. What I love most about real estate in Central Alabama is helping families find the right place to call home. It's not just about houses, it's about community and the memories you'll make there. If you're ready to start your journey, I'd love to help. Call me, Beverly Wright, with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty.
Back now in the RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus postgame show. But before we get into any stats, they're going to present Andrew Voiles here with the 1,000 career point ball. A special moment here for Andrew as he desperately wanted that 1,000 points so bad. Couple of pictures being taken now, a whole team surrounding him. And what a way to go out on senior night for Andrew Voiles.
Yeah, absolutely, Mitch. And I got to say, I'm going to need one of those pictures for myself because that was an absolutely outstanding game by the Indians. And it's going to be one to remember, especially for their senior night.
It absolutely is. 62-51 is the final score here tonight in Chandler. Indians came crawling back, fighting their way to victory. And what an overall great night there from the Indians. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, I think the game could have gone just a tiny bit better for the Indians. You know, offensively, they were playing just a tad bit sloppy to start it off. Lots of lazy passes, and I know that's not something you typically see out of the Indians. Coach Thomas definitely works them hard. Chemistry-wise, hustle-wise, defense-wise, offensively-wise, Coach Thomas is the man he's just the man for that. But I think this game went great overall, and I'm very excited to see what they have in store for us for the Area 4 tournament and hopefully the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Indians hosting that tournament. That area championship will be played against the winner of Stanhope Elmore and Percy Julian on Monday, February 9th. So just about a week and a half away from that. But, you know, before we get into any of that, want to talk about this night here for the Indians. Andrew Voiles finishes the night almost as the leading scorer for the Indians. He finishes the night with 15 points there for Andrew Voiles, but a impressive showing for him on the offensive or on the glass as well. 4 rebounds for him, 3 assists, and a steal to go with it. Chris Robinson finishes the night with 9 points, 10 assists there, and 8 rebounds. Just too shy of a triple-double, but a nice double-double there for Chris Robinson. That's his 12th double-double of the season. 4 steals for him as well. Leading scorer tonight for the Indians was Caleb Ballard, and Ballard just put on a show. Finishes the night with 16 points for him. Actually scratch that, I believe. It's 20 points there for Caleb Ballard. Has 12 rebounds to go with it, and an assist, steal, and 4 blocks for good measure as well. Your final scores here tonight: Indians get the win in both contests. Girls won that one 69-37, and boys finished the night off on senior night with Andrew Voiles, 1,000th career point. Caleb Ballard, couple of nice dunks, and they get the win after crawling back 62-51. Thanks for listening, everybody. And for the final time tonight, I'm Mitch Petrie. Aside for Chandler Ward, this is the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, powered by Radio Alabama Sports.
This has been a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, home of the Wetumpka Indians. Presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Central Alabama Community College, and the City of Wetumpka. Sponsored in part by Collier Ford, Central Alabama Community College, RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Baptist Health, and Baptist Ortho Now, the City of Wetumpka, Central Access, Russell Do-It Center, State Farm Agent Jackson Hagan, Wharf Casual Seafood, First Community Bank, Montgomery Fire Equipment Company, CAC Adult Learning, and Precision Floor Care. The Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network is a product of Radio Alabama Sports and Radio Alabama. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.